The tower of the High Clerist pierces the cold sky. The chill wind blows snowy swirls across the Solamnic knights huddled on the battlements. This is their last stand. Behind the pass they guard sits the gleaming city of Palanthus. The wall will be lost if the city falls to the dragon army. All eyes strain south across the rolling plains of Solamnia. The knights hear the distant thunder of a vast horde on the march. An enemy line more than 1,000 strong is sighted moving toward the tower. The knights glance from side to side, divided by politics and their strict code of honor. The knights can only withstand the coming assault if they unite against the common enemy. Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legendary DragonLance.
I like Will's playing. Oh.
And with that, we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter presents DragonLance: Colon of War, Part 11. I'm your Dungeon Master for tonight's festivities. I'm Adam, and happy Pride Month, guys.
Yeah, happy Pride Month.
Thank you. Right back at
Adam, did you say colon of war?
Colon of War. I did. I might have
Colon
said
of War. You know, that's
colon of war.
With history, I mean, that's not incorrect either.
You know what? I'm at that age, guys, where it is a colon of war every day.
Yeah, every day.
Every day from here on out. It is a colon of war.
Need more Bran or
maybe, I guess.
Which now all we need is a Pat Benatar mock version of Love is a Battlefield. That's what I'm going through my head for some reason.
Love is a colonoscopy. I don't know how the song goes. It doesn't sound like that, though.
No.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, you can check us out here whenever we decide to play on twitch.tv/Atomic Peanut Butter Group, YouTube/Atomic Peanut Butter Group, Facebook/Atomic Peanut Butter Group, or Wicked Studios 11, depending on what kind of content you want. If you want actual D&D content and geek stuff, go to Will's Wicked Studios 11. If you want something that's never updated, go to Atomic Peanut Butter Group. And you can listen to us a couple of places now. Literally a couple, because...
Did we get delisted again?
No, we're still good. But Spotify took over or bought out Anchor. Is that what it's called?
Did they really?
Yeah, and it sucks. They make it so much more difficult to do anything. So far,
your old man showing again.
No, it's not even that, and it's just that it's not as easy to just get on every what would you call that, a podcast list, on different podcasts. You called it something weird once, Will, and I don't remember what it was.
Doobly-doo.
Oh, no, it's not the doobly-doo. I fucking hate when you say doobly-doo.
No, I know, that's why I said
it. So, anyway, we have two... Podcatcher, that's what it was. We have two streams. We have, of course, our DragonLance streams. Two podcasts. Of course, our DragonLance stream is one of them. You can find that by searching for DragonLance Chronicles. Our second is, and so far we have just the first 3 episodes up, but only on Spotify. It's renamed Eberron, Morgrave Mythos, an Atomic Peanut Butter Podcast. So if you search for Eberron, you're more likely to find it versus Atomic Peanut Butter Podcast. Anyway, so check that out. And let's introduce the rest of the group. Gaz, why don't we start with you?
Sure, why not? Hi, I'm Gaz. I'm playing Kurlathlon, the half-elf rogue scout. And yeah, that's about it.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Michael.
Hey, I'm Michael. I'll be playing Saren Fogsong, the wizard, and his buddy, the blue guy, who sometimes makes an appearance and does crazy stuff,
Every once in a
like
while.
turns people into apes.
We don't have Kemchan tonight because he's finishing up his master's degree. But we do have Will dot player.
Pew, pew, pew. Hey, everybody. I want to point out, apparently you said Eberron. Because they mentioned that in the
I
chat.
said it. You were not paying attention to a fucking
What?
thing. Yes, I did say
No,
Eberron.
I
was
wasn't
talking
paying
about the
attention to you.
podcast. You fucking.
I was
asshole.
talking to somebody else.
Man, it's been. We've played so few times, and yet you get under my skin immediately the ones we start playing. I was in a great mood before this.
Your buttons are just that big. Hey, everybody, how's it going out there in
Thank
TV
you.
land? I'm Will dot player.
That's what she said.
And I don't know if I should say anything. I know.
No, don't say anything about.
I'm
your
playing
character.
I played fan favorite Alphasian Malkarite, Lord Knight of the
Good thing you don't play that anymore. You don't
Yeah.
even know what he was.
Yeah.
Lord
I
Knight
keep
of
wanting
the
to call him
something
the
or other.
Cups. I keep wanting to call him the Lord of the Cups for some reason.
That's fucking weird.
I know, because that's not it, and I know, and it messes me up.
Yeah.
But
Lord of the
yeah,
trees.
everybody's sad. You know, he's passed on.
Not one.
But I think
not one
we've
viewer
got-
is sad.
I think we've got something that everybody's.
I think we've got
enjoy.
a little something up our sleeves that I think you'll
Yeah.
appreciate with this new character, because he is dead. There was a lot of chatter in the Chatterverse that he wasn't dead. Alphasian wasn't dead. Spoiler alert:
Oh, he died
dead as disco, baby.
for sure. But as
Or
the
is
comic
he?
books, we know that death
Yeah, it doesn't make
not
much.
always 100% in D&D.
So now, before we get into it, this is our 86th episode. Can you believe that, considering how infrequently we play? 86. We have now doubled.
We've been playing this for how many years?
It's been over 3 years now. We've now doubled our next highest game, which was Return to the Bandit Kingdoms.
I don't even remember how many episodes that was.
43 or somewhere thereabouts. 42. It was somewhere. I don't know.
Oh,
That
it
sounds
was?
about right.
Felt like
Yeah.
a lot more.
That's just because Will was DMing, and Will DMs it's a fucking endless.
That's right. You don't know. Yet it's like you get so immersed.
Yes.
You feel like you're there.
I really enjoyed it. By the way, you can go back and watch those on YouTube. I really enjoyed Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, the Greyhawk Adventures game. We had fun.
Yeah, they were good. So Ciderin is cheer for 300 is for that for my new character. Is that what's going
Yeah,
on?
who is that? And Huzzah, by the way, and also Huzzah to
Huzzah!
Ciderin for
Huzzah!
his 28th month.
That's pretty impressive, Ciderin.
That's a commitment.
Of
Yeah.
subscribing to us. But now,
Why do you keep doing this to yourself, Cedric?
well, here's the thing, Ciderin, I'm going to tell you why I keep doing it, because the prize is almost upon you, because you're one of 6 viewers. How many people we got? 6, yeah.
Wow, he cheered another 6.
Huzzah!
Yay!
Huzzah!
So, write in the chat who those are for, because I only have 5 left there, guys.
He says he wants Alphasian resurrected.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure that's what he wants.
He typed it. I don't know what to say.
So as we continue our march, which is more of sort of like a crab crawl, like one of those backwards crab crawls you do when you're a kid, that's kind of what we're doing toward 100. But when we get to 100,
Oh,
you guys like giveaways?
yeah.
We're going to have
Because we
giveaways.
used to have them here.
Yeah, and now we're going to have...
So true.
They used to be popular.
Want to get a sneak peek on some of the things we've got for giveaways for episode 100? So tell your friends,
Well,
guys.
of course we
Because the
would.
more viewers we have, the more giveaways there are. And they scale
Or
up by
envy.
coolness exponentially as we go. So let's talk about.
Can we start with a used chapstick?
Speaking of,
We have one viewer.
It's all fantasy RPG related.
I have to go double check and make sure I sent you a payment.
I don't. You haven't. You did it. I don't remember.
I don't either. That's what I was like.
Know. This is.
It's easy enough to check.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
This is how much money we make on.
Hey,
this stream,
all I
by
gotta
the
say
way.
is, how about them Nuggets? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo, for
They're-
all you basketball fans.
They're in there. I think I'm rooting for them.
That now?
So we have a variety of third-party adventure modules. You will love stuff that nobody else knows and doesn't play, huh? So we got a whole bunch of these. So that's
Where'd you
tier
get
1.
those?
I got them from I don't know a bunch of places. What do you call it? It was from.
Was there a store going out of business? or
No, it
something?
was a defunct. I think it's gone now, but it was like a subscription box. It was like art. I don't remember what it was. So anyway, so there's a variety of these. Some of them actually look pretty cool. I haven't played them because I only play stuff made by WotC. So anyway,
Wow.
so that's tier 1.
You're not going to get fans.
And
doing
you're not
that.
just going to get
That's
one.
good
You're
say.
going to get a few of these things. So there's a little bit more value involved there.
So, so you're giving away the shit you don't want.
That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
this is
All right, I'm
help
down.
me- help Adam clear out his
Clear-
basement.
Dude, that's what you should call it. That should be the giveaway. The great Adam clear out his
Yeah.
basement. giveaway.
We got a pair of used Adidas slides.
Hell yeah, dude.
No. So now we're
Find
going
the
to
right
get.
person, they might actually pay you for those.
So that's tier 1. Now we're going to go to tier 2. Tier 2, we have a WizKids, one of these flat minis, right? A Yeti flat mini.
That's kind of cool.
That's pretty cool. Look at that. Right? This is special edition. And I have 2 of them. Tier 3, a 3rd edition supplement, Tome of Blood, of which I also have 2.
I believe that's Tome and Blood.
Whatever that is, I don't know I don't play 3rd edition. There's too many rules. So anyway, this is a great shape, by the way, guys, too. This is pristine condition. Now, tier 4. This one, guys, is the big one. Still in the box, unopened, still sealed. A pre-painted WizKids Lord Soth Mini, and this is also a special edition. So that one is pretty good,
That
right?
is a pretty cool one. That's like the grand prize, right?
That's the grand prize. So the other ones, kind of bullshit. But for
I'm
those
just
of you
gonna
who
say-
like third-party stuff where people write things and they're not professionals, then you're gonna love it.
Oh my God! No, you didn't just do that. Oh goodness me!
No
Oh.
joke. They actually look okay.
I'm just gonna suggest maybe, seeing as how this is a DragonLance show, maybe you give away something DragonLance asides the mini.
So let me say this to you, Will, because that's a
Just
very good idea. Do you want to buy something?
No,
Because
but I'll
this-
give away some very unprofessional third product.
Because
stuff
this
that I
stream
know.
has cost me a lot of money. By the way.
And now you know why I quit. Giveaways.
Anyway, guys, so check that out. There is quite a few good stuff and some other stuff that you may or may not like. But if you don't want it and you win it, you can just say, don't bother sending it to me. That's cool too.
I want those books. Can I?
You can, you know what? I'm gonna let everyone in the cast also join the.
Why wouldn't you? You're just looking to get rid of this.
Yeah,
shit.
I'm just trying to. I don't like clutter, guys.
Yeah, that I understand.
So anyway, so there's some good stuff there though. Like that Lord Soth mini is fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
bet
also
it
have
is.
2 of those. That's why I'm setting that
Mhm.
up. But I could have kept it.
You could have. Could
Or I could have just given it to Michael's brother Chuck. But he doesn't like to play D&D with us anymore, so he doesn't get it. All right, guys, let's get into it with a previous... you know what? Let's do previously. I'm not going to do antecedently anymore. Well, today anyway. I'll start again next week. Previously on Dragonlance, the War of the Lands.
I like antecedently better.
Antecedently
I
on. I like it better too. Antecedently on Dragonlance. The War of the Lands has begun. The races of Kryn have banded together to fight the dragon armies thanks to the work and impassioned speeches of Minotaur Captain Jadek on Entergrath. Not that kind of rogue Curlithlon, red-robed Sylvanesti wizard Saren Fogsong and his magical sort of imaginary friend, the blue guy, Knight of Solamnia and Lord of the Crown, Sir Alphacian Malkarite, R.I.P., Old Hill Dwarf Flint Fireforge, and silver-armed blacksmith Theros Ironfeld, along with Dwarf of Destiny Armin Karas. The companions now travel to the city of Palanthas, where the Senate has entered into an agreement with the dragon armies, much like the ones the leaders of Tarsus did that ended in death and destruction of the city. Great move, guys. The acting Grand Master of Knights of Solamnia, Sir Gunther Uthwastan, gave them a couple of writs. One to meet with Astinus of Palanthas, which we'll probably get to tonight. The famous historian of Kryn to try to convince them to get the Senate to rethink their stance on the dragon armies and allow them to enter the High Cleris Tower, a revered site for the Knights of Solamnia, and the last bastion to protect the city of Palanthas against ground forces. Also, heading to the High Cleris Tower is Derek Crownguard, Knight of the Rose, and the main challenger to become Grand Master of the Knighthood, and a retinue of his knights, as well as Alphacian's charges of the Knights of the Crown, now leaderless because the Alphacian is dead, most of which are very young and green. So that's going to be interesting, by the way. I'm keeping track of what is helping you and hurting you against the dragon armies. That's not helping.
So you've got
dying isn't helping. You're correct.
Yeah. Sorry, Gary, what?
Sorry. No, go ahead.
After fending off a dragon army attack and rescuing Curlithlon, who was kidnapped by a blue dragon, the companions made their way into the city of Palanthas after Jadek commissioned some repairs to the Behemoth, their ship, as well as 8 exploding harpoons. He, Curlithlon, and Flint went gambling, while Sir Alphacian Malkarite and Saren Fogsong went to the Great Library to meet with Astinus. After wearing down Bertram, one of the library's aesthetics, they were brought to Astinus' study, only to be told that he could not meet with them just then, but invited the entire group to dine with him the following evening, which would be tonight in game terms. The companions reconvened at the Green Dragon Inn, where they got some food and drink from the innkeeper, a halfling named Rory O'Rourke. And yes, I know halflings don't exist in Dragonlance. However, we've kind of found out what happened there, and we'll get to it momentarily. The next thing they knew, they woke up not realizing that they had even fallen asleep in the empty, darkened inn. Then they heard the familiar voice of Rory the innkeeper saying, "Oh, I'm so glad you stayed with us. Now it's time for a little fun." The seemingly harmless innkeeper was more than he seemed, however. He turned out to be a leprechaun and created a veritable house of horrors. The other inn patrons had disappeared, as did Curlithlon. The place wasn't empty, however. The companions were attacked by a horde of various draconians, including a monstrous draconian dreadnought of the 5th edition fame, which I have to just add in here. I don't love the 5th edition draconians. I like the way they look. And I'm not giving these away, but
Of course not. It's Dragonlance.
I did get, yeah, it's involved with the shoot. I did get.
Look at the cool stuff that you can't get from
Yeah, look at this. How cool is this stuff that I'm not going to give to you? Come on, if you guys,
right.
would anyone share this with me? No. I haven't even.
I would, because it's Dragonlance, and I know how much you love it.
Well, that was very sweet of you, Will, and now I feel a little bit guilty.
Oh.
But just to you, not to anybody else. Blah blah blah. But that wasn't all. Zarek and Gorel also attacked the group, turning into dissipating green smoke once killed. The companions eventually defeated all of the Draconians and found Curlithlon, who was unconscious and locked in a horse stall with a Draconian mage, which, by the way, is... I'd like to see some fan fiction there. But not before Rory killed the already unconscious Sir Alphatian Malkorite. They thought they had stabilized him. Rory stabbed him right in the neck. A little slash in the neck, and two immediate
He
failed.
was stabilized, and then just killed.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah, they thought he was stabilized. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. But that wasn't the end of last session's episode. I was gonna say last week, but that was many weeks. This is part 5. This is part 4 of our St. Patrick's Day episode, by the way, guys. Here, June 2nd. Curlithlon and Flint heard a familiar voice. Everyone heard the voice, but it was familiar to Curlithlon and Flint. Their old friend and wizard of the Black Robe, Zane O'Cara, say, "Come, Cyan, it's time to go." How was my Jason impression, by the way? Speak up, DM. Am I too low? Can you guys hear me?
That's what I'm looking. Listen.
I could turn this up,
No,
but I feel like I'm pretty fucking loud.
Yeah, I just checked it.
Maybe
Like
you should
said,
turn up your... I did raise my volume, but I don't...
Well, maybe you turn it up because maybe their equipment isn't as good as yours.
Yeah, but maybe you should turn up your volume, Sid, right? I know you're a friend of the show and all, but... Or you're going deaf. See a doctor.
We won't pass up any opportunity to belittle the fans.
That's part
Or
of
the
my
viewers.
charm.
Yeah.
You
Is
know
that
what?
what they call it, charm?
Something
That's
like
a
that.
thing online too. My son showed me some people that are online personalities. I'm like, tells me stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand why people do that. But
I'm
Like they
kind
tune
of getting
in
a
just to
weird
be
vibe from
insulted?
you right now, Will, about me. What are you saying?
what are you talking about? No, I'm saying you've got a future in this, baby.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're ahead of the curve on the whole insulting your audience thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't
So
know
is
why.
does it have to be like a Howard Stern level of insulting? Or...
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm there yet, but I never listened to Howard Stern, so I can't tell you. Anyway, once they heard Zane say that, the inn disappeared in a puff of green smoke, and Rory transformed into a huge green dragon. As then Zane says, as he looks at Curlithlon, and then Flint, "I'm sorry, this wasn't the way it was supposed to turn out." As he began to climb upon the dragon's back, Curly raced toward the mage as Saren began casting a polymorph spell to turn Cyan Bloodbane, for those of you following at home, that was the huge green dragon, into a mouse.
Squeak.
But before we get to that, it's dark, suffocating. You feel like you need to breathe, but something isn't right. Something is different. You can't see a thing, but you move your hands around you and you feel this wooden box. You're closed in tight. You pound. Try to yell for help, but again, there's no air in your lungs. You smash and smash with your mailed fist into this wooden box, and eventually it breaks, smashing into bits. You hurriedly scramble, tearing at the dirt above you. And finally, in what seems like days, but maybe it was only minutes, you make it to the top. You see the two moons, silver and red, above you in the clear night sky. Stern Brightblade, you crawl out of the coffin, what do you do or say?
Derm pushes aside the chunks of the coffin, stretches up, stands up, bones cracking, of course. He stretches his undead back, which pops, shakes a little bit, looks off into the distance. I've come back from the dead. Do it. All right. Take two.
All right. I'm not going to
All
continue
right.
with this.
No, we can't.
This is really solely to piss off Ciderin. Will is not playing.
That was for you, buddy.
Although, let's see, Ciderin, would you like to see Will continuing to play?
I mean, he has to keep doing the same voice.
Same
the whole
voice.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, I
No,
totally
no.
do the voice.
Absolutely
100%.
not. No.
I've come back to make sure that
Is
this
Ciderin's
dragon queen
response,
is
oh, please
put
don't
down."
ruin Sturm.
Oh, that was fun. I couldn't even keep it up.
I know. It was. You started laughing like at the like I was 2 or 3 sentences in.
Well, I'm watching. I watched you, and you just put your head down so you didn't have to look at me.
All right, no, we're not doing that. However, we are not going to start quite at the point of this new point in the battle. It's dawn on the Cerulean Sea. I don't know where you are.
The Parachon is the name of the. Is that how you pronounce the name of the boat?
Yes, you are on the Parashon. Below deck. And you feel like you have a renewed sense of purpose. And while this trip has been, long and arduous, because you've had to sort of, go stop by stop with them in order to get there, but you didn't want to sail your ship right into Palanthas after some of the run-ins that you've had in the past. Plus, you've heard the rumors that the Senate has made a deal with the Dragon Army.
Yeah.
There's a pounding on the cabin door, and you hear the voice, the deep guttural voice of Koth, the Minotaur first mate, say, "Captain wants to see you up on deck."
Of course she does. Of course she does. Do come in. I'm totally inappropriate at the moment.
Don't worry. No interest there.
Oh, you're lost, I'm afraid. So Smeen will jump out of his hammock. He'll oil up his body to keep supple. Before he puts on, he's got essentially just leather breeches, an extremely loose-fitting, very well-made, flowing shirt. I'm not really sure what type of material. Wouldn't be silk. Some sort of like high thread count quality cotton of some sort, over which is an intricately embroidered leather vest. Has like some odd weapons here and there, nothing big or anything, but he's got like a dagger here, so forth, what have you. He pulls back his very long dark hair and puts his circlet on. I think that's the thing, the middle circlet. And then he grabs up his wickedly looking maul, which for those out there in TV land is a two-handed like club. This one is made of some sort of metal that is definitely not steel. Not really sure what it is, but it is intricate in its carvings. The head of the mallet itself has the flattened face of probably an ogre in the circle. Throws it onto his shoulder and goes out the door up to the deck of the ship.
You see, standing on the bow of the ship, the city of Palanthus in the distance above you. It's again, it's a beautiful morning, right at sunrise. The golden orange hues of the sun reflecting off the water, and you kind of see, because of where the sun is in the direction that you're walking, the captain of the ship sort of silhouetted, against the the horizon. She's about 5'8", 5'9", thin, but sort of that wiry, muscular type, dark skinned, dark hair that's sort of very, very thick and curly and sort of tied up with a what would you, like a bandana type thing? What would you call that? A bandana, sure. We'll just call it a bandana. Just to keep it from blowing too much in the breeze. And as you walk toward Makesta Carthon, captain of the Parashon, she hears your footsteps, and you're not a heavy-footed guy. I mean, you tend to.
I'm big, but I'm light.
Yeah. But still, she doesn't even turn around, and she.
Huzzah, Chris Andrew! Woo!
Oh, huzzah! Is this one for all of us?
Yeah, it's 500.
Did we figure out who
Yeah, just gonna ask that.
who Ciderin gave his to?
One to each of the
800 or
players,
so.
he said.
Okay, does that count for me or no?
No, just that 500's for us.
I'm gonna take.
Oh
it.
no, that's for my man Will Dot Player.
Oh!
Chris and Drew feels a little bit bad that
He
wasn't
really
re-
contributed to your death last time.
Yeah.
He and Ciderin really they're what killed you.
Don't feel bad about that. That
You
was
should feel
long
bad.
overdue. And
You
needed
should
to
feel.
happen.
They
Yeah.
should totally feel bad.
Yeah, I had a shit ton of inspiration points to use against you guys, and it was
You did.
fun.
As it should be.
So anyway, as you approach her, she says to you, "You sure about this?"
Good morning, Captain. Yes, I am completely sure about this. Something that has to be done. Has to be done. Now, the question is, if you wish, you could accompany me. I'm sure. Oh, no. Well, there's the answer. Then
She says, How long have we known each other, Smeen?
oh, long enough for me to watch you become a woman, so to speak.
Yes, and I'd say the same about you becoming a man, but well, I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah, as am I. Oh, but you are a delight to see in the mornings, my dear, as always. No, I am completely sure about what I'm doing here. I mean, the king, we need to find allies for him and our people.
Yeah.
And while I don't think we'll find them here, these strutting poppycocks, these knights of Solamnia, they're more concerned about the bookkeeping, so to speak, than the actual fighting. It should be more like us up in Nordgard.
Yes. Well, you have done as well as any in this battle, but I have to say, Smeen, I never thought I'd see the day that the young pirate would take orders from the king.
Well, extraordinary circumstances lead for extraordinary actions, my dear.
I have to say,
I didn't either.
I have to say, she says, and she, her hand, which has been, on the railing of the ship, moves to hold yours, and says, I have to say, and maybe it's just the beauty of the sunrise, but heroism suits you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
She leans over, sort of grabs your long ponytail and sort of pulls you down toward her, and gives you a rough kiss on the lips, and says,
as I'm kissing her behind her back, I wave to the crew because I know Koss is at the Minotaur.
Koth.
Koss.
K-O-F.
Yeah, he's not happy about
No,
this.
he's giving you the finger.
Yeah, I know.
He's ever since the two of them hooked up, and she brought him aboard the ship, and then you came on later, of course. Now you've known her since you were children, but and then you were you were teen, I guess, working with her father on the Parashon, but you know that he will do anything to keep her safe. And he also knows that about you, which is why you kind of have this, why he hasn't just torn your head off at this point, especially with all of the poking and the prodding that you've done to, with him.
It's a no, I'll save him. No, I'll save him.
Yeah.
Sort of relationship. Yeah.
So he just gives you the finger, and you kind of notice this as you sort of peek with one eye over.
Of course.
And then she says, well, I'll miss you when you're dead, but time for you to get the fuck off my ship.
Yeah.
And she gestures over to Koth, who comes over and says, the dinghy's ready for you.
Well, thank you, First Mate. Do me a favor. I shan't be around to protect her. I'm putting it in your hands. Until we meet again, my dear. And I'll turn around, I'll grab her hand, and I'll kiss it, like a gentleman.
Yeah, and she smiles at you and shakes her head. She looks at you for a moment, and her smile sort of disappears, and she has that serious look of hers, and she says, be careful. It would be nice to see you at some point in the future.
Oh, you can plan on it.
And then Koth sort of takes his giant furry hand, slaps you on the shoulder much harder than he should, but he's doing it purposefully because he also knows you can take it. And he says, you ready, Ace?
Yes. Now, while I'm in Palanthas, I meant what I said. I'm going to look for booties. Because I'm telling you, your hoofs are murder on the deck. You just get some booties.
Says, don't make me kill you before you save the world, you asshole.
Well, I don't know if I'm saving the world. I'm finding allies for the king, but yes, I could see where that could be construed as saving the world.
So anyway, he sort of, leads you over to where the crew is just about to lower the small wooden dinghy. There are a couple on this boat. This is the smallest one that they have. There's a couple of oars already inside. They lower you down, and you're still. It's going to be a long row. I mean, you're looking at about probably an hour before you can get to a place where you can sort of where you're not involved with the armada of the Palanthians, but also not near enough the smoke of the campfires of what you imagine are the blue dragon army, just based on the, you know, in the distance, the colors that you see and then the flags that are waving. Now, Nordmar is constantly being attacked by the red dragon army, but you've been around the block a few times, so you've had interactions with the blue, the red, and that's about it, I think. I don't think you would have really had any interactions with any of the other factions. You know, maybe a small contingent of green or red, you know, here or there, but not a ton. So again, it takes you, you know, a few hours to get to shore. From there, you know, based, you know, from your experience, you know, trading, quote unquote, in this, you know, in this area, that there is another way into Palanthas. However, if the rumors are true and the Senate has made this deal with the dragon armies, going through the front gate probably isn't the best idea, but you know enough people in enough places where there's you know, probably a back entrance that you'll be able to make your way through, and you start heading in that direction.
Okay.
Now,
So essentially, I was really wanting to get here for this group thing, but we were delayed. So the big meeting is already done and gone. I was supposed to be the designated representative.
well, yes, you were originally, yeah, and let's get to
Yeah.
that. Sorry about that. We skipped kind of the basics of it just to go to our role play. But yeah, so you were headed to Southern Urgoth originally to meet with that council. However, based on dragon army attacks, the Parashan had to go sort of the long way. So
Yeah.
you missed that. Now, you did hear after the fact, because they were still, not everybody left right away. There's still people in Southern Urgoth. Heard about a group of adventurers, I guess is the best way you describe them, including a knight, a false knight, some call him, of Solamnia.
That's the one that I was most curious about meeting. He sounds like he had potential. If anybody could get these Salamic Knights to get out of their pomp and circumstance and actually fight a war, it sounded like that was the guy to get the job done.
Did sound like that. Let's hope he's
I'm
still
looking
alive
forward
and
to.
doing well.
I'm looking forward to meeting him, and hopefully
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be great to meet him, I imagine.
Yeah,
That's going to
it
be
is.
fun to listen to a role play of that too. There was a half elf. There was a minotaur. There was an elf wizard. There was a dwarf fighter. It was like a curious group of people. However,
Forgot
they
about the
seem
blue guy.
yes, and the elf somehow kept talking about a blue guy that no one ever saw, and they kind of assumed he was crazy or possibly drunk, but they kind of said, you know, that pointed you in their direction, and that's really why you're heading to Palanthas, is to see, because they were the ones that got this, according to all of the sources that you talked to, really convinced everyone at this council to put aside their differences, at least for the time being, and work together against these dragon armies, which is what you've been looking for, and your king has been looking for since day one of the attack.
Yes. We're on good relations with the Salamic Knights, but where they are taking a less active approach to fighting, into what's going on, Nordmar, we're taking it in fighting the dragon armies.
Yep.
So, and
Yeah, the knights have been more defensive up until this point.
yeah, well, and anything to help alleviate some of that pressure, because that would help out amazingly if the knights were actually going, you know, fully mobilized and actually going after them.
Yeah, and
So-
in Nordmar, I mean, you've been part of these groups, have gone on like hunts to track down dragons instead of running for them to try to kill them. How many of you in your group gotten
How many in the group?
dragons?
What?
How many of you in your group as you back in your dragon hunting days?
Well, Smeen hasn't killed any.
Uh.
He knows plenty because he's more of a recent addition to all of this. While he's from Nordmar and he's been a smuggler. He's been a smuggler that has been moving his wares around for quite some time, but this is bad for business and it's bad for his homeland, so he volunteered. Now, he has fought Draconians before, but he has yet to fight an actual dragon.
Bromenard says, why is it as soon as Will isn't playing one, he can suddenly pronounce Salamnia correctly?
Notice that, did you?
Will has been practicing his enunciation.
All right, so as you work to find a way into Palanthas, we cut back to the rest of the group. And first things first, we're going to roll initiative, but we do have a couple of moves that'll take place prior to the initiative starting. So, and I don't know why I didn't have everybody roll this prior to getting started, because there was no reason that we couldn't. But such
The
is life.
tenseness, excitement.
And also, I was still just getting ready to play this
I
game.
beat out Kurlafon by 0.15.
What?
All right, so let's. And Kurlafon Flint will go on your turn, and I'll have Garel.
Oh, okay.
Or once you get in, obviously not the original one. Oh, you put Flint in. Never mind.
Yeah.
Kurlafon, not Kurlafon. Garel will go. Nope, Jadek, whatever the fuck is. I put Karel up here too. That's not even who's playing. Kemchan again is not here. He plays 3 characters, and I can't tell the difference between them. Which is nothing to say, nothing bad to say about his acting ability. Kemchan and I actually first met during a production of Fiddler on the Roof back in 1997 or 1998. And hopefully he will be here with us next week. So, couple things are happening. Kurlafon, you're a rogue, so you can move. Not a whole bunch of movement, I guess. So start moving the direction you're going to move, because you were going to go around the dragon to tackle, I believe you said, Zane O'Cara.
Well, yeah, I was going to try to keep him from mounting the dragon and
Right.
flying off.
Yep, I
That's
got you.
the idea.
Yep. And then while he is moving, Saren Fogsong, I believe you were going to do a little something called polymorph.
Yeah, I was going to polymorph this critter.
This critter.
Oh. So that's what I'm going to try to do.
So what does he have to do in response to that?
Well, in the polymorph spell, he does get a save, because I'm assuming he does not wish to be turned into a mouse. He'll get a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect.
I gotta say, he thinks about it for a second. He thinks,
His DC
what would
will
life
be
like?
17.
DC 17. All right. So, wisdom DC 17. He rolls an 18.
All right. So there's a struggle going on. All of a sudden, this blue
Again, I
creature
told you
who
he was
everybody
thinking
thinks
about
is
it.
invisible kind of appears.
Yeah.
And like starts to embrace this dragon, and the dragon like kind of like flaps its wings and shakes its neck a little bit, and the blue guy gets shoved backwards because compressing something that big into something as small as a mouse, even though the blue guy is really tough and strong,
Not easy.
just wasn't easy. Yeah.
Not easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
And then the blue
no,
guy
we've been there.
disappears
We've all
again.
been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Kurlafon, move to where you're going to be.
Okay. Well,
You
I
do
guess
notice
I
as
mean-
you're running that the dragon is still a dragon.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I with my double move, I can easily make it all the way to. Zane.
Okay. So you get to him
But that's
now.
it. Then.
Oh yeah, because you can't even make a like a athletics check or anything because you've used your action to get that far.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice if I could just try to run into him, but I don't think that is an actual.
I don't know that's how the rules. Are.
option
Let me
that
ask you a
is
question. Though.
open
So how
to-
many feet is that exactly? Was that 70 feet, 60 feet? What do we got?
That was.
Because you can bonus action to dash, can't you, as a rogue? Or are you not that kind of rogue?
Man, I don't even know what kind of rogue I am anymore.
You're just usually not that kind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What is that?
Adam already mispronounces enough words and names. First of all, Sidrin, I pronounce everything exactly the way it should be based on my reading of that word.
When he first read them and when he was 12 years old.
Yeah, I was 14, but yes,
14.
you're right. Yeah, that's how I read them. That's why I say Sylvanesty instead of Sylvanesti. And I stand by it because Sylvanesty sounds cooler. And I'm sure there's
So
others
honestly,
too.
sounds good. Yeah, that's right. I could take the dash action, which would mean then I could still attack.
But so roll, I guess, an athletics check. Learn to read. Okay. Sidrin, write down the words that I'm mispronouncing. I'm curious to see what they are.
You gotta do it phonetically, though.
And then I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Okay. There's a 26.
Sidrin, it does not. It does not. That was great. That's a good comeback. Either way, thank you for subscribing for 28 months. And it does. It sounds cool. Say it. Just keep saying it in your head a bunch of times. Or say it out loud. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. All right, so... fuck. I'm not even going to roll. You do tackle him.
All right.
What's
good.
the point? What's the point of rolling? I can't get a 26. Yeah.
That's called an auto success.
Yeah, I don't know if they have that in 5e, but it's close enough to an auto success.
Might as well.
For this. All right, so now we get to the adult green dragon.
Who I am right next to. Great.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm now on top of Zane, so maybe that'll help me out.
Sure. I'd like to remind you when all this shit went down originally, the only one who was not with the rest of the group but was knocked out and put in cold storage basically was you. He turns his head. He is going to attempt to grapple you with his mighty jaws and take Zane with you.
Great.
So, this is an opposed, strength for him, athletics, or acrobatics for you.
Yeah, we'll go
Now,
with acrobatics for that.
let's
Yeah.
think about this, though. You have a choice. If you get away from him, you lose hold of Zane. Throwing that out there.
Uh-huh.
But,
I want to actually hold on to Zane and like roll over so that
all right.
it jumps on Zane and not on me.
Okay, all right. Let's see what happens. Did you...
23 acrobatics.
25, baby.
Oh, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use an inspiration point for that.
Go for it. I don't know if I can get...
Oh, 23 again.
How many extra?
All right,
You got another one?
I can do another one.
23
Wow.
again?
What the?
Is this
on?
right?
I don't know. I gotta do one more. Let's find out.
Rolling 1d20, 0d20 plus 10.
Okay, that's just-
plus 4. Plus
There's something.
9.
Just roll me a
Yeah.
D20 and add 13 to it. And if you get another 23, then I'm actually going to let you out of this.
So weird. Okay, that's a 13.
26.
So that's a 26.
Fucker. How many inspiration points did you lose?
I just used up 4 inspiration points for that.
Good enough. Good enough. So he goes down to snatch you in his mighty jaws. You see this out of the corner of your eye. You think, oh, fucking hell. Sort of turn. So Zane is on top of you. He grabs Zane, pulls him away from you. Zane is in his jaws. And it is his turn. However, you are free. Zane is in kind of a weird spot. But, well, yeah, because that's pretty much his action. He can't really do anything else, I wouldn't say, at this point. However, he does have movement, the dragon. The dragon is going to fly straight up in the air, 80 feet. You would have an attack of opportunity. You don't necessarily have a weapon out, but I'll say that because you're not that kind of rogue, you can get one out pretty quickly. And if you want to use a weapon, you can do it because this is a green dragon.
Sure, why not? Because, it takes off, so as it just pulled Zane off me, so I quickly whip out my bow and just shoot at it as it's flying up there. Oh, that's a natural 1.
I'm going to need you to roll
Percent.
me a percentile die. And by the way, I will give Ciderin Alhana Starbreeze is supposed to be Alhana Starbreeze instead of Alana Starbreeze. Yes, you're right. That being said, I cannot call her that. I can't make myself do it. But you're right on that one. You're absolutely 100% dead to rights. You got me on that one, Ciderin. I'll give it to you. All right, nothing.
I got a 69.
Stupid happens. Yeah, that's right, baby.
Dude.
Nice.
Yeah, so this dragon flies up 80 feet in the air. Flint Fire Forge just watches. He's got a couple of hand axes and he looks and he's like, I can't. No way I'm getting that up 80 feet.
Pretty much.
Is Giant Stomp posting videos to watch during a live stream? Did you just get called out? Will?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's a video about Nordmark that people can educate themselves.
But why are you posting that while we're playing?
Well, at
they're
least
not
he's
supposed
doing
to watch
something
it while we're-
specific to the game. I can live
Yeah.
with that. Because I feel like, yeah, it's like if he's
Now,
posting
I gotta say, Vahara Rune, if you watch it during the stream, well, that's really low class in your part.
Are you watching it during the stream?
No, I watched it.
yeah,
already.
you know what? Good point.
I watched it to prep for my character.
I see.
That's all.
That's a really good point, Will.
Yeah.
Vahararon, you're really calling out Will, but you should also be paying close attention to this and not doing things on the side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is really, really intricate, detailed stuff. If you miss a minute, you're going to miss critical plot elements.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a
for
lot.
sure.
Well, there is a dragon here, so there is potential for more character death.
There is,
There
yeah.
is.
The
Yeah.
blue guy might be gone by the end of the session. We don't know.
The
That'd be
only
sad.
problem with Gary's move is that I can't use the breath weapon. Just yet.
All right.
It's Sylvanesty, Ciderin. Just get over it. I'm always going to call it Sylvanesty. And Sylvanesti. Anyway. Saren Fox song.
All right. Saren Fog Song is... I'm going to take a little walk. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Figures you can get a little bit better angle at it over here. And unfortunately, when he upcasts this, he doesn't like get an extra little dice or bonus or anything. But he's gonna have to upcast this. He's gonna try to do a mouse again.
Oh,
And so the blue guy appears once again and begins to grapple this dragon, trying to shove him down to the size of a mouse. And the dragon, is he wise enough to avoid it?
He's not. The good news is he can choose to avoid it.
Yes. So he is a real dragon, guys.
And you were hoping that Adam wouldn't remember how to play this game.
No, I was hoping it wasn't a real dragon.
Oh, no, you're hoping this was still Rory?
Itself was polymorphed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a real dragon.
So, yeah. So, yeah, there's
The
that.
dragon,
now.
the dragon, Cyan Bloodbane, was posing as Rory and not the other way around.
Yeah, I was hoping it was the other way around.
Yeah. Rory also had one legendary. Well, actually, he had three, but the original Rory, before I decided to make him into Cyan Bloodbane only had one. But then I wanted to tie it into the rest of the thing since it took us 5 years to finish this.
So that means that Alphasian was killed by the dragon.
He was killed by Cyan Bloodbane.
All right, I can.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good. Well, that's a good
Cyan
one.
Bloodbane is the best dragon in the series.
All right.
Sidrin, explain to me why I'm wrong on that. And it's Zane, not Zarek Varahan, but I've made the same mistake multiple times.
He didn't learn that spell in the tower.
Well,
Basically, what he's saying is why. So Zarek isn't smart enough to have an active resistance to poison spell running. Dude rides a green dragon. He makes a valid point.
first of all, I'm still not even sure if that's actually a spell you can use. This is how little I know about magic users in this game.
There's got to be a resistance to in fifth. There is.
Regardless,
I know it's not called resistance to poison because it's not that specific anymore.
Yes.
Like a catch-all spell.
Yeah. But anyway.
Wow.
Curlithlon,
Yeah.
you're up.
Oh, okay. Well,
I wasn't just talking to coming to you to chat.
I mean, I guess I'm going to be shooting at the at Cyan Bloodbane.
You gotta drop your sword.
What do you mean? I already had my bow in my hand.
How did you do an attack of opportunity?
with
First
my
of
bow.
all, an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you can't do an attack of opportunity with a bow.
This is one. It doesn't matter. You rolled a nat one, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
You
matter.
can if
say
you're that
was
kind
with
of
your
rogue.
We'll say that. Yeah, he's that kind of rogue.
You're that kind of rogue.
That kind of road.
That's the kind of rogue he is. He's making the rules and breaking them.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway,
He did
That's a
become a
26
dragon overload in the 5th age. Sidrin. Cyan Bloodbane did. But what they kind of fucked. They fucked that whole thing up though. So don't even bother reading it. That will hit.
okay. Only 9 damage. 9 piercing damage.
Oh, you got him on the ropes, man.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
He had 10 hit points. Now he's got 1. Yeah, Farron said Adam can't play spellcaster. You need a guest player to run your NPC casters. Yeah, I was gonna check in to see if
Not a half bad idea.
Jason wanted to play, but I forgot all about it until like right before.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to hide,
Sure.
you know, over in these bushes or something here.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Are you gonna roll a stealth check?
Sure, why not?
Fuck you. I know how good I am at this. Oh wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
That's not one of your
That's-
your doubled ones.
No. It's
Oh
very
really?
low.
19's still pretty good.
Yeah, no,
He's-
I know. But
he's
not
not
for
that-
me.
He's not that kind of rogue.
The adult green dragon. 80 feet up. He needs... Oh. 60 foot cone. It's not fair to go after Kemchan's character, although I love hurting Kemchan's characters. All right, I'm gonna roll. First, I'm gonna roll a perception check. Perception is intelligence or wisdom. Wisdom, right?
Wisdom.
20. All right, he sees Curlithlon hiding in the bushes. That now I'm gonna roll a d4. Odds, Curlithlon gets it. Tails, Saren gets it. Because Saren has been trying to fuck him up and turn him into a goddamn mouse, which he's kind of into, which makes him a little uncomfortable. Is this the novel on Cyan you wanted to hear about? His fetishes? No, Ciderin? Is that not what you wanted? All right, who was evens?
You're the one who said it, man.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right, I'm gonna redo it. I think you're muted.
Yeah, I was.
All right, Gary, your odds. Michael, your evens.
Okay.
Odds. All right, now we
Oh.
remember. That may have been what it was the first time. He's going to drop down 20 feet and just... Well, first, as he's putting, as part of his movement, dropping his old buddy Zane into the harness that's attached to him. And he is going to do... I didn't even give you or make you do a frightened check. But we're too late for that. Poison breath. I'm gonna need you to make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw, Curlithlon. And I don't know why I just did that.
Oh, wow.
Would
6.
you like to try again?
Sure, I'll go ahead and use a inspiration point to try to do a little better there. 14. What was
Oh,
it?
you got so close. It was 16, I believe.
16.
18. It's 18. No, you're down by 4.
No, fuck it. I'm taking it. That's it. I'm done.
That'd be a lot.
34. Not great roll. Oh, wait. First of all, I rolled 5d20, and I still only got a 34.
Wow.
That's also not right. That's not the right amount of dice. It's 16d6, which is actually worse than 5.
Yeah, it's worse.
Oh. 16d6. Well, that's a lot of sixes on the screen there. 46.
46.
Not terrible. I've got a bunch of ones in there, though.
1, 2, 3, 4 ones.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're still up.
3.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. 3 2s. And yeah, that was pretty crappy.
So, anyway, he is going to... that's basically all he can do at this point.
So, and now, that kind of attack, breath weapon, can I apply uncanny dodge to that?
Read what it says. I don't...
So, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
So there's... Yeah, so then I'll take half of it.
Yeah, take 23. Why not? You're that kind of rogue.
I am that kind of rogue.
That's
right.
You're the kind of rogue that pisses me off.
That's exactly what
Well,
I'm here
the
for.
only ruling I would be able to see on that, because by the letter of the rule, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
This is an area of effect.
It's still an attack, though. And he
Yeah,
can see it.
I'm
now.
just saying
See
it-
it.
That's
Yeah.
that's I could see.
I don't know that it
ruling
matters.
So
And again,
I hold my breath.
it's your call, man.
yeah, you put it in chat if I'm wrong, but I think it makes sense. Plus, I'm playing a rogue in Michael's game Sunday night, so Michael, remember my ruling.
I'm sorry. What are
God
we doing
damn it,
here?
Michael! Watch the fucking stream.
Yeah, no, I
Soon
was
to be
teasing.
available on podcast.
You're the best dungeon master
What?
ever, Michael.
What? I thought this was Fallout. What are we playing?
By the way, guys, we're playing a Fallout game sometimes on Sundays that I'm GMing, and I learned how to play the game in 5 days, so I don't know that I've got any of the rules right. But I thought,
That's all
what
right,
you guys think?
Have
Did
you
like Fallout?
did you play the video games?
I love the video games. Yeah,
Well, then you've got most
Yeah.
of what you need right there.
the
There you
rule
go.
system.
I thought it was fun.
Michael, what did
It
you
was a good
think?
time.
It was good. I liked it.
So good, because I spent money on these books. We got to play some more. Anyway, and put in chat if you want us to eventually make that into a stream. I don't know. Not that I've got time to do it, but we can't even get this stream up and running. But just let me know. Curious.
That eyes bigger than your stomach thing going on right there.
Yeah, I know. I'm not really serious about it. Although, we could always record it and turn it into a podcast. Because we're doing so great with those. Although, DragonLance is still doing well. But the other one, I can't get off of fucking anything besides Spotify. I'd like to be a sponsor. We'd love to have you. Oh, Farharoon says, I'd watch it just to add to Adam's workload. Yeah, that's... All right. We got
Jeremy, what are you doing there?
What's happening?
Jeremy's watching us on the stream now.
Oh, what's up,
Hey,
Jeremy?
Jeremy.
Very good.
I never would have guessed that was Jeremy. He's probably wondering why we're not playing Moorgrave Mythos.
Chris Andrew says like your lukewarm enthusiasm convinced me.
I actually enjoy playing it. I love the Fallout universe. I thought the quality of the books are great. I like the system. Again, I need a lot more playtime to be able to get anywhere near good at it, because I've been playing this for like 7 years and I still don't know how to play it. But I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it.
I know the North American rep for that game.
Really?
Yep.
Great. The end. Any more to that story, or is that it?
Well, no, that maybe they give us actual books about we're playing the giveaway.
I just
Oh.
You know what, Will? When I said that I would allow you guys to join the raffle,
You lied.
not you.
Oh.
Not you.
Sad.
And you're the only one who's going to want to play those third party stuff. Do you know how close I said to third party bullshit? All right, Zane O'Cara is going to cast nothing from this height. Oh. He's going to cast Greater Invisibility on both he and... what's his name? Cyan Bloodbane, so they disappear. Flint Fireforge. Can't do a goddamn thing. Saren Fogsong.
Darren Fogsong studies the situation for a moment and decides he's going to drop a fireball. This thing is big enough. He doesn't have to worry about getting his ally back there.
All right, so in that general area, good idea. What's the distance on a fireball?
A fireball is kind of a
Pretty
cool
good.
little spell, but it's a pretty big one, and it's a bright streak flashes from your
Well,
pointing
he is.
finger.
Keep in mind, he
20-foot
was.
radius. There it is. That's what I was looking for.
Well, what's the distance you can get on that?
About 150 feet is the
Oh,
range.
you got plenty of space to toss that thing in there. Yeah, never mind. Again, I don't know how to play Magic Users, Michael. Just bear with me on this, if you would.
So basically, if these are 5-foot squares,
Yeah, you could get both of them with no problem.
So yeah.
So what do they need to roll?
And not get my buddy back there. Basically, is my
Yeah,
goal.
yeah. No, yeah. You can get above them, so you don't have to worry about Curlithlon at all.
All right.
What do they need to roll?
We'll drop this fireball, which is coming.
Lord
And
Cups.
23 DC 17 Dex save, 23 or half if they make the Dex save.
All right. Dex. Neither one of them are very dexterous. That's a miss. I'm
right.
gonna just I'm not gonna waste an inspiration point on him right now doing this because he has got plenty of hit points. And what is it? 23 or okay?
Yeah, 23 is the damage.
Right.
And the other dude has a save as well.
Well, he's actually fairly dexterous. Doesn't matter. I'll still take the 23 on both of them. Actually, you know what? I got a fucking dragon here. He's gonna choose to ignore that and take half.
All right. Well, that's twice he's chosen to ignore something.
Yep.
So
He only has one more. For those of you keeping track at home. And Zane is not looking great because he does not have the. What is up with the 2 on my pad here? All right, Curlithlon.
Yeah. What did we? Oh, there they are. Okay. I was looking for my dragon arrows because I'm going to shoot one of those at Diane.
Okay, you can't see him, so this is going to be a disadvantage.
Oh, he's probably disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'm not going to use one of the dragon arrows.
Come on. You get half back, so if you use 1, you're fucked. Use 2, you get 1.
So no, I'm not using any. I just use the normal arrows, which I can replace.
Quitter.
Yeah. I'm saving them all for the final battle. In 5 years.
Final countdown. Yeah, no, we'll all be dead before we get to that. We'll be lucky if we get to the 100.
I do.
I got some more stuff to clear out. Here's a pair of orange sunglasses that are minus the things that make them feel okay on your nose. This will also be given away.
I have a pen around here that barely writes.
So Cyan is invisible, so it's
Yes. How about a Fallout coaster? Anybody?
Hey, that's cool.
Oi.
I'm not giving that away. Actually, I love this Fallout coaster. I'm sorry. What did you do? 27. Did you do that at disadvantage?
Well, that's why I was trying to get confirmation from you, but you're ignored me here.
I'm talking to the fans at home, man.
See, it's okay when
there you
Adam
go. There's
does
the other one.
All right, you do hit him. It's hard to tell it. Well, I guess do you notice that the all of a sudden the arrow goes flying up and then disappears. So you assume you hit him.
There you go.
So how much was that?
16 piercing.
16 piercing.
And then I'll use my bonus action to hide again in a slightly different place.
All right, bro. Yeah, you just sort of put your hand in front of your face like this.
I'm not here.
Roll me a.
There we go, 20.
Yeah, okay, you feel pretty good. Adult Green Dragon does something we don't know, and that is where we're going to take a break tonight. Guys, thank you for hanging out with us on D&D Fridays for Atomic Peanut Butter Presents DragonLance : Dragons of War, not colons of war, Dragons of War, part 11. We're finally back. We're finally almost past our 4-part 6-month St. Patrick's Day episode. And
Been busy filming colons of war, so you know.
And with that, we'll be right back.
I want to watch Colons of War. That sounds cool.
back. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Pride Month here on Atomic Peanut Butter Group. We're playing DragonLance : Dragons of War, Part 11 here on D&D Fridays. I'm Adam. We got Gaz, Michael, Will, Player.
Pew, 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 pew.
And we don't
I'm
have
waiting for the
Kem-Chan.
War of Colons. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, Kem-Chan is dealing with the War of Colons back in Thailand, which is why he can't be here tonight. And he'll never watch or listen to this, so I can make fun of him any way that I want, and he'll never know.
Ooh, sweet. Cinnamon's going to go see Tears for Fears in end of July.
Oh yeah, that's going to be.
That would be a great
That'd
show.
be a good one.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Everyone does want to rule the world.
Well, they just released a new album last year.
What?
Yeah.
Is that the first since like 1989?
Really well, it's been a while. Yeah, I heard one song off of it was very good, actually.
Yeah, well,
Haven't heard the album.
I'm going to, for those of you listening and not following on chat, I'm going to see The Cure, Madison Square Garden, on the 21st of June. So if you're there, this is this is for any listener. Hit me up before you go. We'll meet at the bar in Section 2. I'll buy you a drink. Just for hanging out and listen to us on... And then you got to buy me 2, though. So I'm
from the Help Clear Out Adam's Basement book giveaway.
Yeah. I'm going to bring a trunk full of stuff, a backpack full of stuff that I'll give you.
Right.
You got to take with you. You'll get one drink, and you'll get a backpack full of my shit that I just want to get out of my house.
That sounds fair.
Right? I think that's good. Those drinks at a fucking concert in Madison Square Garden, that's $20
Oh,
easy.
Jesus. Yeah, forget about that.
Plus, you get a bunch of possibly cool stuff that I don't want. Just
you take his junk drawer out and I haven't seen this in 20 years.
Here's a pair of scissors, a coupon for Papa John's.
A whole bunch of twist ties.
Cinnamon says in New York, no thanks. New York is the best city in the world, motherfucker.
I don't know.
I don't know. You're not always happy
awesome.
with it. So.
Oh no, no one in New York is happy.
Right, you can't be happy.
But it's still great.
Still better than everywhere else.
Yes,
right? That's how it works. Yeah,
and we'd all be happier living somewhere else. But if you're gonna visit somewhere,
I'll tell you what. I'm moving out of Denver, so there you go. But I'm definitely not moving to New York. No, I'll come visit, but I'm not going to move there.
Anyway, New York is a great place to visit. I don't know why I'm living here, but it's a great place. And New York City really is. In the United States, you're not going to get a better city than New York. I don't care where you're going to... I haven't been to as many cities outside of the United States, outside of Sao Paulo. So I can't really... Gary is a better judge of that, and Kem-Chan. But yeah, inside the United States, give me a better city than New York. Gary, what do you got?
No, I mean I don't disagree with you. So,
Will, what do you got?
New York.
Cleveland. I hear Barcelona is a great. I want to go.
I'd love to go there. I'd love
surprisingly not in the United States.
Right, but we've already established that U.S. has only got one great city, right?
No, it has many. There's a lot of great cities in this country.
There are. I hear Austin is really nice.
I've never been to Austin. I've been to Houston, which is pretty good. Dallas, which is okay.
I want to go to Austin.
San Antonio is my favorite of the 3 in
San
Texas.
Diego
Although
is
the Alamo is so
town.
fucking small, it's no wonder everyone has to remind you about it.
Wow, that was a good joke.
Thank you. I liked it.
San Diego is a good town.
I'd love to go to San Diego. I haven't been there yet.
You haven't been to San Diego? I recommend it.
I'm talking about like a city, though.
San Diego is a city.
San Diego's a beach town, which is why I want to go there.
Oh, Jesus.
Most fun city I've ever been to is probably Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is a lot of fun.
But the most, and I'm talking off strip. I actually know some people in Vegas, so I go to their house, and it's actually kind of fun because you kind of go to the locals area. But
And
It
bear
does
one,
seem-
I
they're
don't
years,
think the
but-
best cities are in the USA. Just to clarify,
Yeah.
I'm just saying
No,
I
we're
don't
just
have
talking
the
about-
experience.
Yeah.
I'm going to London. I'm going to Paris. I'm going to Bruges in a few weeks. By the way, we won't be playing from.
Oh, that's
June
right. You're going to
26th for a couple
London.
weeks
Yeah.
on.
That's. I want to go to London. I want to go to London, Barcelona. I want to go to Budapest. Just so I can visit the motherland.
yeah. Bruges
then
is close
the hell
enough
out of
where we can
town.
get to, and it looked really cool from the movie In Bruges.
I was gonna ask if that was why. you're
Only
going to
reason I want to
Peru.
go. I love that movie. I love Colin Farrell and what's his name?
Yeah, that dude.
He
It
was
is
in-
a tour. I think well, Bruges
What's his
is
Gary,
tourist.
I'm relying on you, and your
No,
memory's worse than mine.
I know. I know. Yeah, I got nothing for you. I know exactly who you're talking
He was in.
about. I just
They were
want-
the two of them were in Banshees of Inisherin together.
Yeah, I know.
He's great in everything he
Yeah.
does.
He is
What
great.
about Rome? Rome would
I'd
be
love
a
to go to
great
Rome.
place go. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Anyway,
Love to
let's
go
get
to
back to this.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, by the way, you guys could not even see the fucking dragon. I'm sorry. There we go. It's been a while since I've DM'd. It's much easier to do this when I'm playing
You know
in,
what?
Moorgrave Mythos that Gary runs
Fortunately-
whenever we don't play this, and we're not doing nothing.
Fortunately, Adam, we can't tell when you've prepped and not prepped, had enough time, not had enough
Oh, I
time.
prepped
You're
for
very
this
consistent.
session 6 months ago. We just haven't gotten to it. I don't remember what I've done.
There you go.
Anyway, Invisible Dragon flying. Xeno Kara does nothing. Flint Fireforge can't do anything. Saren Fox song. That's you, Michael.
Sorry, would you like Saren Fogsong to do something? Saren Fogsong will definitely do something. Saren Fogsong pulls out his beautiful wand of fireballs.
Ready? Am I ready? I was born ready. What movie was that from? Come on, guys.
I recognize him, but I don't remember the movie.
Every
Title.
time I quote a movie, it is the same movie on the stream, and the only one
I
who
know.
ever got it was Cody. Come on,
I'm sorry. Well,
guys.
have them come back and we can,
I need, you know
all-
what? Yeah,
all
I
play
need to have
together.
them come back because
Um,
they're the only ones who understand me. It was Pee-wee's Big Adventure
Oh, that's
with
right.
the
See, I've
kid who
never
played the
seen-
older brother on
PB had a movie.
Yeah,
what the
like 2 or 3 of them.
fuck? He had 3 of them.
Did he really have 3?
Yeah, they made a new one not that long ago. It was okay. Wasn't bad. Big Top Pee-wee, not so good. But Vance the Talking Pig, a lot of merit. Funny character. But Big Top Pee-wee's Big Adventure might be the funniest movie ever made, guys. At least top 3.
And this is why it takes 3 episodes
Dodgeball.
to kill a
Dodgeball
dragon.
Dodgeball was a funny movie. Nowhere
Trey
near as
Parker
funny as-
and Matt Stone are awesome.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Okay, I got nothing. I got no comeback for that. Anyway, Saren, what would you like to do?
Pulling out that old wand of fireballs, spinning it around above my head and pointing it up there at that dragon.
Well, the dragon is invisible and has moved.
No, it's moved. Okay.
Well, you don't know that because it's invisible. So I would like
Right.
you. What do you want to? Michael? You're a DM and you know more about DMing than I do because I play with you every Sunday and you're very good at DMing. You should
thank you.
probably be DMing this game. Or Gary or Will. The only one that I think I'm probably just as good at DMing is Kemchan because he's literally only DM'd 1 session, and that was for me and my buddy John before he moved away to Seattle. But I gotta say, I don't know. Kemchan is so charismatic when he's DMing. I don't think I'm as good as him. He doesn't know the rules at all. He's worse than I am, and he can't manage Roll20. He's like a granddad. He's 4 years older than I am, but he's like an old man. He looks great though, but he's like an old man. But I feel like I'm the worst DM out of everybody here.
You know, I'm like 4 years older than you. No, I'm more than 4 years old.
No, you're about the same age as Kim Chan and Michael. You guys are all the same age, aren't you?
I think so.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got a good 9 months.
I'm the baby.
I got like a 9 months on you, dude. We're all old. I hate to break it to you. At this point, there's really
But
no
I'm the
difference.
youngest.
There is zero difference between us.
I had to buy a brace for my knee because I hurt myself exercising.
Dude, I have a... Welcome to my world. That's why I've gained so much weight back. I have like
Right.
16 different knee braces for different activities that I need to do.
I
Oh,
love
this
the
is
fact
sad.
that you went to the doctor and the doctor's like, well, you shouldn't have lost so much weight, skinny.
You
I
know
was like,
what?
that's so jacked up.
That was so... It was fucking...
Eat a sandwich.
bullshit.
Yeah, he's like, if you weren't so
And you
damn
know what?
skinny, you
I
wouldn't have this
did.
problem.
Anyway.
Aren't you supposed to be killing a dragon?
Not me.
Ciderin is getting really frustrated with us not playing the game.
Stay on target, stay on target. Ciderin, you've watched us now for
He's trying to help.
2 years and 4 months. Possibly more, but that's at least since you've been subscribing. What game have you watched that we've ever stayed on target? Ciderin,
Well,
you
we
come-
were better, I think, at staying on task back when Will was DM.
Not going to say anything, but I think he's right.
I'm talking about Dragonlance. Ciderin didn't give a shit about Greyhawk.
Sidney, did you ever watch any of the...
No,
what am
he
I
showed
doing? I'm buying into this. Kill the dragon. I'm putting myself on mute.
All right, Michael, as a DM, you tell me, what are you going to do, by which I mean, what are you going to roll to see if you're going to get in the area where that dragon is going to be for their fireball bullshit?
Oh, I would think a disadvantage perception, maybe at a really high DC.
Okay.
I can kind of maybe guess where it might head based upon where it was last, the direction it was last pointing.
Sure, we'll say
My
18.
bank,
How's 18
I don't
sound?
know. Sure.
Ciderin, you need an assistant DM to keep you focused, and Will accurately says Adam doesn't listen to anyone. By the way, every one of these guys has DM'd for me, so they can all vouch for the fact that I don't listen to anybody. I don't know why they let me play in their games. Will stop DMing because of me. That's really...
All right.
Did that get out?
I really don't know where to fire this thing off
No
at.
idea where he is. That was a 7 for those of you listening at home. Oh, I played a Goliath. Ciderin did watch the at least some of our last Greyhawk Adventures game, where I played Stargazer or something. I don't remember what it was, but Star was his name. Yeah, that was a fun. That was, by the way, our best ending of any of our Greyhawk games, because it ended with us just bickering.
That was really good. That was a good ending.
It was Michael basically sacrificed himself, wasn't it, to save everything.
I just touched the meteor thing to check it out and died.
Yeah, but you saved everything by doing it, and then my character, Cody's character, and Wes's character just bickered as the virtual credits rolled. We faded out, and that was the end of our Greyhawk Adventures series.
So I have no idea where this dragon went, by the way. I got my little wand out.
Shoot.
Look at it. Where'd that dragon go? You were supposed to keep an eye on it. Why didn't you keep an eye on it? Why? Don't talk back to me. Go find it. Fly up there and go find it. What do you mean? I continue the power of flight?
Are you going to actually shoot off one?
Well, since I'm not really
Nice
sure
to
where, but yeah,
charge.
I think I would try.
All right.
I would get kind of flustered and angry and
Roll me. I'm going to give you another roll, because I love percentile checks. High or low?
low.
This is when you roll the dice.
Yeah, I was typing and I rolled high.
82. You needed to get under an 83.
Yeah.
All right. Curlifon.
That'll be one charge off my wand.
Yeah.
Perception check
Well-
first.
Perception check.
Yep.
Sure.
I'm assuming
Oh,
you're gonna.
21.
Fuck you and your goddamn rolls, guy. Have you ever rolled below a 20?
Yes, I absolutely
I
have.
don't. But you did get that nat 1. You did get that one nat 1. Just to make me think that you haven't hacked into roll 20.
It's everything's over 20 unless I get a natural one. That's pretty much it.
All right. Roll with disadvantage for your check.
Okay. Oh, only 17. I'm gonna guess that's not going to hit.
Gary, that's not gonna hit.
Sure.
You're
okay.
close though. Not like super close, like 1 off, but you'd argue 2 off.
I'm gonna use another inspiration point.
Go ahead.
I'm just clearing these out.
Clear them out. I love when you guys waste these things.
Oh, that was
Wrong
a
direction.
real-
That's a 13. That's the wrong way. That is a miss. You gonna use another? How many do you have?
I have 2 remaining.
You know what? This dragon said something about your mother.
I think I'm gonna save those for a rainy day.
I tried. I love second edition Ciderin 77. Although I don't know.
I'm actually going to go ahead and use my bonus action to hide again.
All right, roll me a stealth. 28.
Okay, 28.
Asshole. Yeah, you're hidden. There's no way anyone can see you. All right. Green Dragon does something. Flint can't do anything. Saren.
Well, I don't know where it's at, right?
No
Still
idea.
haven't figured it out. Nobody else helped me out figuring it out.
Nope. If Curliflon would have hit and he came close the first time, that may have been something, but no. Nobody.
Yeah, I just don't know where to go or where to look. So I am just going to duck back into these trees a little bit, get some extra cover a little bit maybe. Still trying to keep an eye out, trying to see it.
Sure.
But yeah.
Roll me another perception with disadvantage just for shits and giggles. High DC though, dude.
You said perception with disadvantage? All right.
Correct, yeah.
Let me get over to this screen and click the perception button.
No.
Oh, a 5.
Yeah, definitely not going to work. Curliflon.
Probably like walked right by it, huh?
Yeah, he's right next to you. He's going. And you all of a sudden you feel his breath in your neck. He says, "I'm right behind you."
I'm like, blue guy, get back! Your breath stinks.
But I'm green. And then he gets really depressed and leaves. Just walks off into the bushes. The Curliflon.
I just went. What are we talking about?
You're back up again.
Quick, fast rounds.
There's literally 2 of you that can do things.
All right, I guess I'm shooting again.
Roll me a perception with disadvantage.
Perception with disadvantage.
Ooh.
20.
All right, I'll let you roll. Disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, 15.
No.
No.
Sails through the air, falls back down. Actually, comes really close to hitting Saren on the way back, but it's about 6 inches from Saren. But no, nothing there.
Blue guy helped
Great.
out.
Okay.
Yeah, the blue guy swatted it away at the last minute.
Hiding again.
Yeah. Back up to Saren.
All right, well, another perception then.
Sure, disadvantage. DC's getting higher.
9.
That
and
9 ain't
13.
gonna do it. You don't know what's what.
You know what? I'm gonna spend one of these inspiration points.
Go for it.
An
16.
8. I'm gonna spend another one.
Yeah. You know what?
'Cause why not?
Can't take them with
Yeah. Yep, exactly. I'm gonna spend another one.
you. You got a 5 and 11.
11. One more, and then I'm done spending them.
All right. This is like this. You feel like you're in Vegas right now, don't you, Mike?
I do.
Oh, 9. No good. No idea.
Yeah, I spun that roulette wheel and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Crapped out.
Yeah. Stuff. Wait, I guess I passed Curlathon last time. Curlathon.
Yeah. All right. Perception. 24.
All right, I'll let you roll with disadvantage.
Remember that
Alright.
assassin that I played, Three Toes? He used to roll perception.
God.
That's a nat
That's, that-
1.
That's a nat one.
Are you going to re-roll? Or are you going to take the roll for the
I don't know.
percentile? 35%.
I'll roll the percentile.
All right.
Oh no, that's a 14.
It's been so long since we've had a player roll
Yeah, it has.
on the percentile. So you shoot it up. It goes flying through the air. Down, hits Fog Song. For how much points?
Oh man. Well, that was
Oh.
9 points of piercing damage.
9 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Friendly fire.
Yeah, so
You hear some
Sorry.
serious cussing
Sorry.
happening.
All you hear is Curly saying, "Look out! The dragon's got a bow."
Stuff. Fog Song. Fog Song, roll me an
All right.
intelligence check.
Just a regular intelligence.
Straight up.
All right,
You're a smart dude.
I am.
21. Even with disadvantage, it would have been the same. You're starting to think it might have just flown away.
I think it left, guys. I mean, it hasn't tried attacking us in a while, and I can't find it. I've been looking really hard. Blue guy's been like searching the skies. We're not finding it over here.
Curlathon, you're the only player available.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna start picking up my arrows that are now just falling down when I shoot them.
How many did you shoot?
Go over to Fog Song and like pluck the arrow out.
You get
Sorry
half.
about that.
You get half back because some of them would have
Yeah, I
broken
know.
on the way. But
Yeah.
yeah,
How many rounds was I shooting? Like 6?
it was probably thereabouts. So you probably get 3
Yeah.
back. You guys realize that you are just outside the city. From the opposite direction. So basically there's a mountain pass. You are just you're basically on the when you realize where the city is, if you're looking at Palanthus, which is to the north, the west side of you, there's you're very close to a mountain. There's also on the eastern side another mountain a distance away, and you're about probably 20-minute walk, so just about a mile and change outside of Palanthus. No idea how you got there, but that's where you are right now. It is getting kind of late in the day. So, and you do know that you were invited to dinner with Astinus of Palanthus, who is the chronicler, head librarian in Palanthus, and you were tasked, or at least Alphatian was tasked to go check that out. Alphatian's dead body, by the way, is still right there with you.
Oh.
So you can feel free to pick him clean and leave him for the crows and vultures if you want. But
Wow.
Yeah, we don't need that. Actually, he's some kind of hero, isn't he? To like somebody.
He's a big hero to a lot of people.
Maybe we can bring him back. For a
Ciderin in
reward.
particular.
Yep.
Could bring him back. We'll get a reward.
Here's hold on. I love the way your mind works. Hi, you really like Alphasian Malkorite. He's a hero. I brought back his carcass. What are you going to give me? Huh?
Exactly. I would
Oh.
imagine that you'll want to like entomb him like with humor or something,
Yeah,
right?
what do we think? 20 gold?
Yeah.
25? Body's still fresh.
I mean, the blue guy can carry him. We don't have to do anything icky or anything. Or we can just tell him where to find the body, even.
All right,
The
what do you
Lord
want
of
to do?
Cups deserves better.
What did you say?
The Lord of Cups deserves
The
better.
Lord of Cups. He'll always be known as the Lord of Cups.
Lord of something.
All right, what are you doing?
Well, I guess we're going into the city now.
What are you? All right, are you taking this body with you, or are you leaving it?
I would
turning it around?
imagine we should bring it with, just in case someone wants it. Otherwise, we can just, when we get there, if nobody wants it, we'll find an alley to toss it in.
Dumpster somewhere.
So true.
Oh,
You want to like search him for magic items or anything cool?
I mean, I suppose. Does he have anything cool?
He did steal Huma's weapons and shit.
Yeah, that means
Yeah,
nothing
that-
to me. I mean,
that
blue
shit's
guy
cursed.
doesn't need weapons.
That is
I don't
cursed.
need
You don't know
weapons.
that exactly, but yes, you assume he took it off of a dead
exactly.
knight's tomb.
Yeah.
Any idiot could
I
tell
don't-
him
I
it's
don't-
going to be cursed. The good news is you can return that though to the Knights of Solamnia for favor.
Oh,
Right.
maybe we'll get some sort of bonus for that.
Maybe we'll get it. We'll bring back the body. Bring back these trinkets that he's collected. Maybe they have some sentimental value to them. Yes.
Do you have anything else of value on Alphasian Wilda Playa?
Well, let me open up that character sheet. It's a good thing I kept it.
It is. Why would you get rid of it?
You know me, I get rid of all my characters when they die.
I know.
Why did that do that?
Now your wand of wonder. I'll take that.
Does he have a wand of wonder? That's one of my favorite magical items in this game.
I went to open up the character sheet and it made me log in.
Wow,
So you got on the same browser?
Yeah.
that's weird.
That is weird.
Roll
Yeah.
20 if you'd like to be a sponsor. We'd love
And
to have
the thing
you.
is, because you know how the
By the way, our
characters-
longest running joke, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
It's been
from,
like
like,
6
day
years
one.
we've been doing that joke. Yeah.
There it goes.
Literally day one.
Wow. Okay, so Alphasian has
Although we would like Roll 20 to sponsor us, don't get me wrong.
he's got a sword of wounding.
Yeah, not interested.
He's got a helm of comprehend languages.
What kind of
Oh.
sword is it?
Helm of comprehend languages could be cool.
The sword of wounding is a long sword.
Okay.
What is a spell of or a sword or a helm of? I'll take that if nobody wants it.
It's got a draconian greatsword. A fist-sized magical gem that's never been identified.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I'll identify it. What is
Size
it?
magical gem.
I can
Wow.
cast identify as a cantrip, or as a a cantrip. So what is it?
I don't remember. God damn it. I don't know. I'll
There's-
think of something good for next time. I'll write
There's
it
All
down.
right.
Another, he's got, this is Huma's sword, by the way. And you gave me statistics as it is a longsword +2 dragon bane.
But you assume it's cursed.
Footman's dragon lance. Plate mail armor +3.
Ciderin thought it was going to be +2. It is +3, though.
And he had a shield, his family shield.
He gave it to,
Well, he gave it to Jadek to use.
so he could use the curse.
Yeah, he wasn't giving it to him to keep, but he was saying, you go ahead and you use this because you need it.
I'm pretty sure that Jadek thought that it was a gift.
And well, it is now.
Well, it is now.
It was bequeathed to him at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, and his shield is a. I must have took that one off, the family shield, because he also has this shield. This is probably why I gave him my family shield, because he's got a shield +2/+3 versus Dragon Breath.
That's the Huma shield that you stole off the grave.
Oh, so it was the shield and not the sword.
It was the shield and the sword. You
and
stole
the sword.
both.
Okay, so that's he got the shield from there too.
So anyway, those are things you probably, I don't know, you can return. How about those? But how about that, I should say.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Plus
So
three.
anyway,
Wait.
I assume you just grab him by the foot and drag his body back to Palanthus.
Well,
Of course.
I mean,
He polymorphs him into something else.
nah. Unfortunately, I'm all burned up.
That's too bad.
So you drag him by the
Prolothon's
foot.
Gonna have to. Well, no, I can still cast levitate on him. I levitate him. We tie a rope to him and drag him along.
Levitate me higher, please. Elevator lady, elevator lady, elevator lady,
Yeah, that's
levitate
good
me.
for 10
Anybody
minutes.
pixies?
Well, we're only like a mile from town. We can get to town in 10 minutes. Yeah.
You're 20 minutes
Sure.
out.
Okay. Well,
I like jog.
when we're closer, I'll go ahead and levitate.
If you
him.
jog,
We
you
don't
can
have
get
to-
there in 10, sure.
So we don't have to drag this dead body through town.
By the foot.
Yep. By a rope around the neck.
So disrespectful. I'm sure nobody in the town will be offended by that.
Anyway, yeah.
As we go looking for your, well wishers.
So,
Look what this dragon did to this impressive knight.
If you forget, a lot of the younger knights dug me.
That's why I
They
say,
did.
let's look at this dragon did to this impressive knight.
He says as he drags his carcass in by a noose.
on fire for some reason. It was just weird.
Yeah,
I don't know why
it's
he lit it
weird.
on fire, but he did.
And like you go and you put it out, but as soon as you start dragging it again, just right back up.
Smeen. Smeem? What the fuck is your name?
Smeen.
Smeen.
There you go.
He's real smeen.
Don't be so
You're so
smeen,
smeen.
guys. Don't be so smeen. You're being very smeen to me right now. Don't do it. Anyway, you see this shit happening. Roll me an
Well,
intelligence check. With advantage.
With advantage.
I love the sigh.
Did you like that?
Oh.
Yeah, it's my one. Got 10.
That was literally the DC. That was with advantage, by the way. He rolled a 6 on his other die, guys.
Yeah.
This weird group of people carrying... How are you carrying Alphacian again?
Very
We're
disrespectful.
dragging him
How he's
along
being
on a
levitated?
rope around his neck. Unless Curlathon talks me out of it or does something different.
No, I'm not. I have no problem with that.
So let me get this straight. You're
Right.
going to desecrate a body.
A knight of
No,
knight
we
of
don't want to
Salami
carry it, so I
armor.
cast levitate on it.
There you go.
It's
Yeah.
levitating
It's not
across
desecrating.
the ground, being dragged along,
Well, that's not really
Yeah.
drug, is it? I guess it is. I guess it's still
Look,
right
it's-
vernacular.
It's not like we stripped and flayed him, all right?
Yeah.
He's
He's still wearing his
Wow.
underwear.
And he still has a noose around his neck. I could see the knights maybe not like that. I'm just saying it's kind of bad.
You
I'm
are
pretty sure
you
they
are in
cha-
Solamnic territory.
Maybe put the rope around the middle of his body. Then it's not a
Okay.
noose.
I mean, if
There you
Curlathon
go.
suggests that, that's what I'll do.
So you're pulling him from like under the arms at least, and not his fucking neck.
Exactly.
Well, when the head starts to come off, we're like, well, it isn't working. Let's readjust.
The neck's a little stretched. It's all right.
No doubt. It
Nobody
just
will
feels
notice.
like-
He was- You bring him back, and you just look at each other. He was like that when we found him.
Well,
and yes,
Smeen notices that these are the guys that he's heard about.
you feel like they are, yeah.
And
It's
he
a weird.
notices,
It's a weird group of people. Although one of them
Right,
seems
they-
to
they
be
would kinda
unconscious at the best and levitating behind them, being
And
dragged
one of
by a
them's
rope.
chatting like nonstop. Blue guy, you got to keep him more level.
well, he notices right off the bat because he had heard rumors about a Minotaur being with him, and he was wondering if it was who he thought it might be.
I mean, and you do hear about
It's got the same. He has the same sort of broken horn.
Right.
So you feel like it could be.
Yeah. Because then, Minotaurs all look alike. They look
And
like
you do hear the wizard that's
Yikes.
babbling to somebody that he calls blue guy. So
Oh my
there's
goodness,
that.
Yeah, and you did hear about the blue guy from the people. Well, you've heard that this idiot was talking
Right.
about the blue guy that nobody ever saw.
So, and he sees this dead knight levitating that they're pulling along. So he's very concerned. So, a very dashing, muscular, like if Errol Flynn worked out a lot.
Like a combination of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Errol Flynn.
There you go. That's a really good way of looking at it.
Thank you, Will.
He comes over and he goes, "Pardon me, excuse me.
By the way,
I think
his pecs are bouncing up and down in
even
rhythm when he
standing
talks.
still." Yeah, there you go. Not quite that big. I think you're the people I'm looking for, but unfortunately, I think that fellow there, the one I was looking to talk to, is his name Alphasian? How rude of me. I'm sorry. My name is Smeen Brugger. I'm from the Nordmar people of the North.
Oh, are you a friend of this guy?
No, but
You
I
didn't cause his death, by the way. The dragon.
Roll me
Oh.
an insight check, Will, with a disadvantage.
insight. Well, actually, I got no minus on that one. So okay, here we go.
16.
16.
You somehow believe him, but it's he's
Well,
as
I've been-
suspicious as that
I've been
was.
around the block sometimes, so
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that they pulled the trigger, but maybe they,
Oh, Chris Andrew, yes, actually, Will can talk like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Will, would you give an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression for the folks at home?
Sure. Hey there! What the hell? Is this fella here Alphasian Malkarite? I was coming here to the Palanthus, looking for people come and help me fight the dragon armies. But anyway.
That's enough. I can't take any more.
pretty good.
That's really funny, though. I love it every time you do it.
So he seems rather perplexed. He's like, "Well, no, he wasn't a friend of mine, but
Oh, good, because I didn't want you to have to be sorrowful and sad.
oh, well, I appreciate that. No, I'm an emissary from. We're really gonna have to give this king a name. At some
Not
point.
tonight.
Not tonight, though. My liege lord,
The King of Nordmar.
the king of Nordmar. I'm his emissary.
Will you
Representative.
get 100 bits, so you get an inspiration point. From
Oh,
Chris.
thanks, Chris.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Oh, you're friends with the king? Lady Marathonis?
Marathonis?
You've heard of
Marathonis.
Lady Marathonis.
Marathonis.
Marathonis, she's a dear, dear friend of mine, and I'm an emissary of the elves.
Yeah, you have no idea what she's talking about. It's me.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, that's good.
From one emissary to another, greetings.
I'll bow to him, like official, like.
Sure. No, he is. There's no. He has become her emissary somehow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But to put it lightly, I've come. Well, I meant to go to what was the name of it? Sancris, right? The island.
Well, you're going to San Crist, yeah, on southern.
I
Coast,
meant,
but
yeah.
yes.
I meant to be at the meeting at
The
San
Whitestone
Crist, but-
Council is what you were looking for in San Crist.
Yes, White. I meant to be at the Whitestone Council, but were delayed due to dragons, unfortunately.
Oh, that
So,
was a very
I'm-
bad counsel anyway. It's a good thing you missed it.
Oh,
What happened?
I heard that you've been there.
Worst council ever.
Well,
Yeah. Gave it 1 star on Yelp, and that was 1 star on Yelp too many.
Because you can't give 0.
You can't give 0.
well, I'm not really getting much traction with these knights as far as. Well, they're. He like looks around for a minute and goes, "They've cut a deal with the dragon armies."
The knights have not. The Senate.
the
of
city, the
Palanthus
city of
has.
Palanthus
The city
has.
has.
But the knights that are here aren't doing anything either, though, right? They're kind of like.
Well,
Playing it cool?
that's well, the ones that were here are they're there to defend the city. They're separate from the city, and
Right.
that was what Alphatian and Derek Crownguard were here in their own separate ways to basically, rally the troops to defend the city, but they weren't going aggressively at the dragon armies.
And that's why they're going to have the dinner meeting with that one dude.
Eston,
Thank you, Ciderin, for gifting me a sub to my own stream. Huzzah!
Yay!
Huzzah!
yay!
And also, thank you for gifting a sub to, oh man, Arts and Crafts.
Arts and crafts. Get it?
Oh yeah, I should have gotten that one. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yay!
Hi, Arts.
Huzzah!
Give people in your names. Thank you, Ciderin.
So yeah, we are actually on our way to go chat with Estinus.
Do you
He's
mind if
the
I tag
master of the
along?
library? So why don't you come along with him? We can all get together and
Excellent.
chat with him. Because
Excellent.
our friend here, who's now dead, was going to meet with him anyway. So you can take his
We
seat.
still have a +1, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. And so he'll introduce himself to everybody first.
Great to meet you.
You as well.
Do you introduce yourselves to him?
Absolutely. I am Saren
Sure.
Fogsong, as I have mentioned,
I love
emissary.
I've
and
heard
this
of
is
you.
the blue guy,
Let me see here. And
Owly.
you must be Curlathon then.
Yes.
And I have to admit, Jeddick, I don't remember you being quite so ugly.
I was born this way.
And I'll go up and I'll shake his hand in a familiar way. Because we know each other.
Well, and he looks at you for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. And he takes his circlet off and he lets his hair down. O-R.
Huh.
Meant to play. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Smeen.
No, yes.
Smeen Bruga.
Yes, I am aware of who you are.
Well done. You played that
Dean
really well.
Brugar, That man knows
Thank
facts.
Thank you. Thank you. I see. Don't be coy.
No.
Jeddick.
Well, you know what? I suppose war makes strange bedfellows, but we all know who the best in the smuggler's market is, don't we?
Yes. And apparently they've hired you to smuggle these people around Kryn.
Close enough. Let's go.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't want to keep talking like my
I
terrible
guess,
impression of Kim-chan.
Yeah, it's pretty good though.
Ciderin cheered 1,000 bits.
Hey,
Huzzah!
Forrest. Huzzah!
Hey.
Huzzah!
Which is 2 for all of us.
Forrest, you were here just a couple of weeks ago. What do you mean you didn't know we still had a game on? Granted, it's sporadic.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Thank you, Ciderin.
It was a couple of sessions ago, maybe not a couple of weeks ago.
So Smeen's going to actually familiarize himself with everybody and what they're doing, and let them know what his intentions are. Essentially, he was looking for allies, and he doesn't really see anybody in Palanthus or amongst the knights being the type of allies that his people need.
Yeah, but you like the idea of talking to Astinus of Palanthus, and maybe he can.
Yeah, because that leads to what he wants to have happen. He wants the knights to actually start fighting the dragon army.
Yep.
In an offensive kind of way, so that it can relieve some pressure off of his people.
Yep.
So,
All right. So we are going to fast forward to dinner. You're going to find a new inn that you can actually, that's a real inn that you can stay. You use your writ, you're able to get into the city, and you're able to get to the town. Will, I'd like you to talk about, and Michael, both of you, talk about what you have on DM's Guild, because
Not it.
I gotta go take a pee, and you guys gotta do something
Oh,
while I go
man.
do this.
You got to do it first, Michael.
God damn it, Michael, you go first. What do you got at DM's Guild? Take your time.
Yeah, I've got a few different adventures up there. The Frigid Zombies is probably the best one, though I've got some other stuff too. I've got a mystery.
The
The
Frigid
murder of a
Zombies
mayor,
are
where
really
you get
good.
to solve the mystery of who murdered the mayor. Was it the nearby kobolds, or was it some other entity unknown to you? Hard to say until you play it. So that's probably the two that I think are the best. I've also got another one that's a spin-off from the murder of the mayor. Got another one that I did a while ago, which name of it is actually escaping me right off the top of my head since I was put on the spot like this. It's been a few years since I wrote it, but it's there too. And then I have like a little one-shot or a one-page one that I did about you encounter a group of people carrying this coffin, and when you get too close to them, you become cursed and can't get away from the coffin either. And that's why there's a group of people that are carrying this coffin around. You have
I
to
like that.
solve that.
That's-
So yeah, that's.
How come we've never played that one?
I've never. Well, actually, I could fit it in somewhere. I haven't ever. No, we haven't played that one. No.
No, that one would be fun.
But yeah, well, maybe we'll fit it in at some point on our 5e adventures on Sundays.
There you go. And of course, I currently now Echoes of a Dark Past is on Drive-Thru RPG, and the PDF and the print version are both now available. It's an 81-page adventure for first through third.
Why
If you're
doesn't
anxious to read some poetry, I have this on Amazon.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we saw.
Rock on.
We've gotten some of that.
Yeah.
That Michael has sent to us. I've enjoyed it.
So.
All right, so I'm gonna move to this screen because we don't need the battle map anymore. So you find another inn. It is getting a little well.
After turning over Alphatian's body to the authorities, I would assume.
Well, that's up to you guys. What are you gonna?
We just can still have him, coming behind us. On
You just set it down outside the door of the tavern.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
prob-
They're like
They weekended
Bernie's
Bernie's
you
up.
for a
Oh,
while.
Gary, you got it. Yeah. You know what? I'm not surprised. We both got that at the same time. Yeah. The rest of the adventure, you guys are weekended burning him the entire time. By the way, that movie still holds up.
Of course it does.
Really?
I
I've
watched
never
it a
seen
few
it.
years ago.
Long time.
It's just, I mean, some of the comedy is a little problematic nowadays, but overall, just as funny as it was the first time you watched it in the 80s.
All right.
Really, really good stuff. I kind of want to watch it again. Bye. Click. All right, so, yeah, what do you do with Alphatian's body?
Well, when we get to the library, I'll ask the person who admits us if they have a place that it could be respectfully deposited until we return for it. It is a dear comrade and companion of ours who recently fell in battle, but we do want to meet with the scribe of the library, and so did not wish to waste his time dealing with our poor friend who no longer is beyond our help.
Wait a minute. This is double negative. He is no longer beyond your help?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
changed
poetry.
my thought.
Yeah. I'm sure you
We
could
could
just
still
like,
help
give
him if
his-
we wanted to, but
hand his body
Not
over
really.
to the
Yeah,
local
he's
guards.
still, yeah,
Let
he's,
them handle it.
yeah, he's still within our help. We just don't want to do it anymore.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, you know what? It turns out we didn't care for him that much. All things considered, Kurlathon never really cared for Alphasian ever since that first go
Oh.
around.
we never really got along.
Then again, Kurlathon's been a lot of enemies throughout his time here.
Like,
So anyway, so yes, you are able to bring him to a night outpost. They say that they will certainly care for the body. If you tell them that your plan ultimately is to go to the High Clerist Tower, they will, wait and escort you there when you do go, whenever that is. After your time in Palanthas, with the body, and they are also, because I'm assuming you turn in the Huma's sword.
Yeah,
and
anything like
shield.
that we don't want, and I don't
Yeah.
think Kurlathon didn't want it. I didn't want it. So anything that's
Yeah.
left over, we
Yeah.
And
graciously
Kurlathon,
give
you
them.
would know the because of your heritage. Even though it's only recently known to you, you would know the value and the importance of this to the knights.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, I would
turn it
let
over
them
then.
know, like, what that was
Yeah.
and where it came from.
not to mention, the Lord of Cups is going to need a pomp and stance, parade, burial sort of thing.
I'm thinking a
They're probably
pine
gonna shut
box,
down-
maybe.
They're probably going to shut down the town.
funeral
Yeah.
pyre, maybe.
Sure, right.
Which would be
National
cheaper?
holiday.
Which
Right?
would be cheaper, a funeral
Well, he
pyre?
was a simple
or
man.
a pine box?
Yeah, he probably would want to just be cremated.
I feel like we're somehow getting into Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade here.
I could just cast fireball on him, and then and then there will be no expense.
That's true.
Not a bad idea. Does everyone agree?
No.
Okay, fine. Anyway, it is about the time where you are to meet up with Astinus, if that is what you would like.
Yeah,
to
that's what we're here
do.
for.
Mhm.
All right, just bear with me for 1 second as I see if I can find something. Oh, here we go. Here it is. So you head to let me get rid of that. You head to the effectively the center of the city, and this city again, as we haven't talked about this for some time, is basically it's a combination of like New York and Paris, keep in mind, but for this world, it is the center of wealth and commerce. It is a beautiful city. However, you hear as you're sort of walking through the streets of Palanthas, just people muttering about an area toward the old city that nobody ever goes. There's a lot of people here that don't live here. So they're kind of asking, about inns and taverns and things like that, and you have a lot of people directing them away from a certain part of the city. Now, it's not a part of the city that you're heading to right now, but it's something that you just sort of make a note to, that everybody, like literally everybody in the city, just seems to stay away from. The inner city of Palanthas. Oh, hey, Gertie. Is sort of like the old Palanthas. The outer city is the new Palanthas. You're heading to the Great Library, which is sort of on the outskirts of both. And I still cremate the entomb. It was a joke. But Citterin is right. Yeah, they're not gonna. No one cremated bodies here anyway. The plainsmen would have, but not the knights. So anyway, you guys make your way to the library, and the city home of Palanthus majestically cradles the bay of Brancala in her outswept arms. Spires of gleaming white pierce the blue sky. Its bay sits in the greatest. In the bay seats the greatest fleet of Kryn. Mighty warships with their low hulls. I should have read this last time, but I'm going to read it now because it is very nicely written by our good friends Tracy and Laura Hickman. Mighty warships with their low hulls, merchant ships with tall rigging, fishing crafts, and many small boats. It is a city without equal, untouched by the cataclysm, one of the few places. Streets paved in close-fitted stone are flanked by uncounted statues of the ancient heroes. Great wide steps of white granite rise to the colossal pavilion supported by fluted columns. It is a city from a different age. You find your way to the Library of Palanthus, a tremendous building rising from the east side of the city's vast main square. Your request to see Astinus is greeted with skepticism until Astinus himself... Again, you haven't showed your writ yet. You show your writ. Astinus then shows up at the door. And he comes to greet you. He alone has seen your deeds and recorded them. Though he can only see events in the past, his vision of history may aid in your endeavor. I'm going to move you guys to as he leads you, and Bertram, who some of you, Michael, Fogsong has met in the past, and as well as Alphatian, who is dead.
Got to keep bringing that up.
It's so much fun to do so. So anyway, so you guys go and follow them to the dining hall, where I am going to move you to a new map so you can see what Astinus looks like. Astinus is a very handsome man. He has sort of curly, blondish, gray hair, a beard. He is. Can you guys see the map, or no?
Yes, I can.
Yes. So, a striking figure, Astinus is.
Striking. Yes.
Underneath his robes, like you can tell, he's ripped. Yeah, it's surprising because from what you've heard, he Astinus is correct. Astinus is correct. This is correct. They're saying in chat, but anyway, this is the Chronicler of Kryn, which is why it looks exactly like me. For those of you watching at home, I basically I photoshopped my face onto the only picture of Astinus that they have, and then colored him in a little bit. So Astinus
surprisingly well worked.
It works. It looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
So anyway, so you sit at this table in the dining room, and he looks at all of you, throughout the table, and he says, "So what's up?"
Yo, what's hanging, man?
So glad you could take the time out of your busy schedule to meet with us. So
Yes.
you know things about the past and things like that, right?
Things about the past? I know everything about the past.
Right. Unfortunately, our dear companion there, Alphasian, had planned to ask you some questions. I was
Yeah.
kind of tagging along.
Bit the
He
big one.
died,
Yeah.
as you're probably aware. Could you just answer the questions that he had?
Yeah, see, that's the funny thing. No, I can't read minds. I
Oh.
just record what happens. As a matter of fact, and he pulls out a tome and he starts writing. I kind of have to multitask here because
No, not a problem.
without
I
me
totally
writing
understand.
this shit down, nobody would know what's going on in this world. So that being
But
said, I cannot read minds. I don't know what people are thinking. I can just record what they've done and what they're doing.
But you can possibly see the future?
No,
is that just...
no idea what's going on in the future.
No, he can't see the future.
No.
Well,
Just
If
knows what's
only
happening
Alphasian
right
had
now.
written down what he wanted to ask.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that would have been super helpful, guys.
Where's your stance on the dragon armies?
What is my stance on the dragon armies? Dude,
Yes.
I am... Well, when I say I like them, I can't say that I like them. But I'm an impartial party. I'm here to record what happens. Do I have my own opinions? Sure. Do I put them in my work? No.
Well, off the record then.
What? Off the record? There's no off the record with me, dude. I'm the chronicler of Kryn.
Yeah. I don't think you understand. He doesn't really understand how this
He
works.
doesn't understand a thing. Now I can say that. I doesn't understand what's
Magic
going
that's
on.
way over his
No,
head.
Yeah.
It's over my head,
just
really. So
figured that you'd... I came
It
here
doesn't
hoping
matter.
to
How
be
about
able-
this? It doesn't matter what I think about what they're doing, what you're doing, what anybody's doing. Your dude,
Really?
what was his name? The False Knight? What would you call him?
You mean
Alphasian.
the Lord
Hold
of-
on, I got it right here. Alphasian. Yeah, it doesn't matter what he did or what you're doing. To me, I'm just writing this shit down, dude. I'm just making sure that everyone knows what's
I
happening.
see. So if the dragon armies were to force their way in here and burn the place to the ground and kill you, that wouldn't matter either.
Oh, no, that would be a bummer, but I don't think it could happen.
But you said you can't see the future.
Why
That's
do
why I
you
said
think it won't happen?
That's why I said think. Dude, I'm using words very specifically. It might not seem like that to your primitive minds, but I know what I'm saying.
now, could you
Well,
just?
I would like to know, why do you think it can't happen?
It doesn't matter why he thinks that. Really, we're wasting valuable time. We're probably the only time you'll ever have the chance to talk to him.
No, it's true.
Let's
Yeah.
not theorize about flowers and stuff.
Right. You remember when Homer went to like the head of the Quickie Mart and he had 3 questions and he blew them? That's kind of what you guys are doing here. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Just wish I knew what the real questions were, but what can
By the
you
way,
tell us
Bro
about the
says,
ret-
"Oh my God, Adam, look at your pen. It's so big." My response: "That's what she said."
So what
Do
can
you
you
know
tell
of
us?
anything that can help us defeat the dragon armies?
That's what I was going to ask.
Oh, not really.
How about the return of true healing? Can you tell us anything more about that?
Sure, it's back.
Right, but why?
Oh, well, you guys would Curlathon. You were there when True
Yeah.
Healing came back, right? Why don't you tell them the story?
You know, the gods are back.
Yeah, they found him.
Yeah.
They found they were in Zach Saroth, and they found Mashakal.
Yeah, the
And
discs of Mashakal and all that stuff.
yeah, Mashakal
You ever
gave
heard
them
this
the
story
power
yet?
of True Healing. They gave him the dicks of Mashakal.
The discs of Mashakal, really? That's-
Yeah, I call him a shackle because I don't know how to pronounce any words in these in this world. But it's my world, so you know what? That's the way it's pronounced. So fuck you
Okay,
and fuck
sure.
you, Ciderin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ciderin hasn't even said anything yet. It's a preemptive strike.
exactly what it was. Yeah. So, and who was it that said? Hold on. Lord Forth, instead of a 4-head, is a 6-head. There's still much more hair than I have in real life, Lord Forth. So I feel like I'm still doing pretty good here as Astinus and Palanthus. Yeah. So yeah. I'm not sure what you want me to tell you.
Oh, here's a question.
Yeah.
Not for Astinus, but because I don't remember in the game. Do we know who the blue lady is yet?
No.
Okay,
No.
there we go.
Good question, though. Very good question.
Who is the blue lady?
The Blue Lady. You're talking about the Dragon High Lord.
Yes.
Maybe I should explain something to you.
Please do.
I'm not here to give you the cheat codes for what's happening in this world. You don't know what that means. Let me rephrase. You ever hear the phrase "spoiler alert"?
Can't say that I have.
No, none of you.
I put on the helm of comprehend languages.
Yeah. So you do that, and you understand it to mean that he's not going to ruin the surprise.
Apparently, he knows but doesn't want to tell us.
It's not that I don't want to tell you. It's that I can't get involved, man. I'm a chronicler. Right? So I'm not sure why you're here. And if you were the first one to come here to get me to do shit, I'd say, okay, maybe we could talk about it. But your friend already came here, already went through. Oh, not your friend. You don't know him. And then he points at Curliflon and Flint. He says, hey, your buddy.
Which buddy?
You're expecting me to remember everybody's names. I literally
did this person have like shiny golden skin?
Used to. Now he's a skull-like visage. Yeah.
Desiccated skull-like. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay. It's hard to keep track of these things. Plus, it's very rare that you play this game. So, and it's been so long since we've last seen him. So it's very difficult to remember.
Sure.
Yeah, he was here. Begging and crying. Really looked like shit, by the way. Really not doing well. And went to go look at the library. I let him do it because, look, man, I'm fucking cool. So I said, sure, take a look at the library. Whatever you need, read it. Because I thought it could help. And that's why I'm meeting with you, because I think it could help. But I don't know the future. I can't get involved in any of this bullshit. But I could probably help you, I don't know, say what happened in the past.
Right. We just don't know the question to ask.
So what are you here for? Why are you going to talk to me to begin with? Let's start there.
Because our dead friend wanted to talk to you.
Do you know why? He didn't.
No, he didn't say. Or if he did, I was too busy arguing with the blue guy to pay attention.
we have this writ.
All right, let me see the writ. And he reads it. He says, "You want
Wait, hold on a second. Yeah. So somebody wrote that writ, right? Wouldn't you already know what was on the writ?
I'm not super big in the details, dude. I'm like more of a bigger picture guy.
Okay, I'm just not quite sure how this whole thing works.
It's not really clear to anybody, including me.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got a job, I do the job. Right? What's your job?
Not being that kind of rogue.
You think a lot about that?
No.
I could tell. Yeah, so what you want, according to this writ, Given to you by your dead friend. By the way, I know you didn't like him, Curlithon. I know that much. Friend, bit of a misnomer.
I wasn't making a secret of it, so
Yeah, no shit, dude. I saw the whole thing.
yeah.
Plain as
Okay. Why are you
face.
saying it to me like I'm?
Because
like,
you're calling
like
him his
it's
friend. Don't
something
call him your
you're
friend.
holding up?
Just say this guy I knew. Just say that. Why don't you just say
friend.
that? Just say your guy.
I never called him my friend.
What? Did I just imagine that?
Yes.
Shit. Bertram! Bertram comes flapping in with his mousy gray robes. Yes, sir. Give me my pills. Yes. Yes, sir. Flap out. A little while later, flap comes in with a glass of water and some pills. Astonus takes them. Goes, all right. You're here to convince me to go out of my zone and talk to the Senate so they help you against these dragon armies. Is that what I'm hearing from this writ? That what I'm reading? Sound about right?
Sure, that sounds great. Sounds like a good plan.
Convince me.
Yes, that is an excellent plan.
Convince me. Because that's not what I do. I just chronicle.
Well, the dragon armies will definitely come here and burn this place to the ground and kill you otherwise.
Unfortunately, have you ever faced a dragon? They are incredibly tough.
They
I just got done facing one. Our friend the knight.
I had one spray painted on my van.
What?
I had one of the dragons spray painted on my van. Looks so fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. Have you ever faced a real dragon?
No, I don't face things. I write stuff down.
If they come here, unfortunately, you will face one. And it won't end well, I'm afraid, especially if there's many. I've faced several, and it never ends well. This guy got kidnapped by one. Another friend got killed by one. Blue guy, all he could do to battle one down before he was out of energy. It's just, not a good thing.
Huh.
So it would probably be in your best interest to help us out. Help yourself.
I will let whoever has the highest persuasion roll with advantage.
I am not that kind of rogue.
Persuasion. I have a 1.
I have a 0.
Right.
It sounds like the wizard is the man.
Wow, you got a +1.
Fog Song is the face.
17.
17's pretty good, dude. That's what he says to you, by the way.
As he sees and knows all.
Yeah. And he's like,
And I just, even the Helm of Comprehend Languages had nothing for that. Like, what?
No. Oh yeah, sorry. I was talking in-game shit. Yeah, you don't understand that. I'm metagaming. What you know what that means? You don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
All right, so dragons are bad. I get it. I'm a neutral dude, right? Let's not pretend one way or the other. I heard from your buddy. You know, the skull dude. What was his name? Zane. I was going to say Zarek. That was his brother. God, it's the two Z's. It gets me every time. Now I'm hearing from you. All right. Tell you what. Let's meet. Let's meet with the Senate. Let's meet with the Lords of Palanthas. And I'll put a good word in for you.
You will have my eternal debt if you can arrange this.
Wow. That is like nothing to me, but thank you. I really appreciate it. I know that means a lot to you, so I do appreciate you saying that. Yeah, no, that means a lot. I'm super sincere right now. That means
Yeah,
a
he's
lot.
got.
to
He's
me.
practicing one of the golden rules right now.
All
He who
right.
has the gold makes the rules, or
No, if you got nothing nice to say.
So I'll tell you what. I'm a busy dude, right? You get that? I mean, like, I'm already missing shit that I should be writing down just talking to you. So I'm gonna go.
maybe you should consider getting an assistant who can help catch some of the secondary stuff.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. That's pretty good. Yeah. Because it's look between you guys and me, not easy. Not an easy gig. You think it would be? There's a lot of shit going down every day. I got to figure out what's the important shit and the shit nobody cares about, right? So, assistant might not be a bad idea. I'll think about it. Take it under consideration. Not a bad idea. Thanks. So anyway, I'm gonna go. You guys, dinner wasn't even served yet. What the fuck? A little late, am I right? But what can I tell you? It's 12:04 a.m. Eastern time, the only important time of the day. So I'm not gonna get too hung up about it. I'll just grab a bite on my way back. There's a vending machine next to my office. So you guys stay here. Enjoy. Because while I don't know the future, based on the past and the present, as I'm chronicling now, it ain't going to be easy. But I'll tell you what, tomorrow night, we'll meet with the Senate. I'll send Bertram. Bertram! Flap, 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 flap. He comes in his sandals. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What can I do for you? Tell the heads of the Senate we're gonna meet tomorrow. Me and these guys probably should do a dinner. And just not a shitty dinner. Like, go all out, man. When was the last time I eat at this fucking vending machine? Most days. Give me a good meal. Give me a good meal. I'd love scallops. What do you guys like? What do you guys like to eat?
Anything's fine.
Anything is fine. That's not an answer. What, Girlathon, you elves, they got a half up. We got enough. What do you guys like to eat? Something fancy?
Well, I didn't really. I'm a half elf, so I'm.
No, you're a half elf. You tell me you're a half elf. Is that if I don't know your whole lineage?
I'm a real elf. I'm just like to
Yeah.
point out.
Well, real elf. I get that, but that's like
I'm a
super
real
racist
boy.
the way you say it. But yeah, no. What do you like to eat?
Well, there's a delightful little stew that we make from there's a little tree that grows about yay tall. And And then you can collect the berries from it once a year, and it has to be a druid.
Good enough. Hey, Bertram, make sure they have the delightful stew with the berries. The tree stew. The tree stew. Don't. Oh, God damn it! He already left. Hopefully he got the point.
The berries do need to be druid collected, otherwise they don't taste right.
Wow. What do you think I am? The cook? Too late. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna see you next time. We're gonna have some dinner with the Senate. Bertram's got the meal picked out. Tree stew, berries. Yeah, we get you. Druid berries. Man, I can't tell you there's going to be any druid berries, but what the fuck do I know? I'm not making the meal. I don't know what they could... you know what? Nope, still not there. Can't tell you if they're going to make it or not. He's still flapping all the way down the street. We're going to check this out. See what I can do. Good talk. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. Yeah. I guess that's about it. I'll see you next time. I gotta go back to work. And he collects his stuff and walks out. And you guys are in the room waiting for dinner by yourselves. And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
All right, perfect.
Oh, great.
I know this fellow can pretty much see and read and writes down everything, but he was a pain.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
He reminded me of this man I met.
Did anybody let's put this out to the internet? Did anybody think that knows this world, that knows this story? Did anybody think that Astinus of Palanthus was not just going to be me? I'm the DM of this game. He's the chronicler of this world. Like this, he had to be me.
Sure.
I've literally been waiting for 3 years to invite to get Astinus in here.
Has this been done? Is this picture? Did you do this like 3 years ago?
I did this a long time ago, guys.
Wow.
I'm really prepared for this. Just waiting.
I was just hoping we made it this far to talk to Astinus because I've been waiting to roll this
Glad
out.
you got to use it.
And you know what? Romanard says it makes sense.
Right? Does make sense.
Right. He would be the DM of this world, right?
Yep.
Totally.
And instead of putting on like a fake accent and a character, he's just me. So anyway, that is it for tonight, guys. Was that back when you had hair? No, I wish I had those curly locks there, dude. No, yeah. No, it's been. Man, when was the last time I had hair? That's a good question.
There's the good question.
Yeah.
Right? It's been a minute.
Yeah. Probably late 90s, early 2000s, I want to say.
Oof.
That sounds about right.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have some, which is good, but not a lot. Not a lot. But probably
Just
late 90s,
enough.
early 2000s, I had like a reasonable head of hair. That's when it started to go. But why are we talking about, like, how mean are you people that this is what we're talking about?
You brought it up. Oh, no.
I did not bring it up.
That was Lord Forth.
I'm reading it from chat. This is why, by the way.
I'll send you that $20 Forth.
For those of you who wonder why I'm so mean to those in chat, Exhibit A. Exhibit A.
Oh, is that what it is?
Or maybe
Everybody,
it's the other way around. Which came
right? Right?
You know
Who's
what?
the chicken and who's the egg, Adam?
You know what? Touche. Touche. Can't argue that. That's not a bad argument. Didn't you, Lord Forth, didn't you have hair in Saltmarsh? No. No, I did not.
That was a wig.
Anyway. Oh, you got me on that one. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. We will be back next week, hopefully. Chris Andrew says, again, by the way, I have a inspiration point from Chris Andrew.
Hey.
Saying, you look good,
Huzzah.
Adam. Don't listen to him, buddy. Huzzah. Thank you, Chris Andrew. You look great too, dude. And you know what? The rest of you, who I know what you look like, also look great. And if I don't know what you look like, I'm assuming you look like shit, but I can't say for sure. So I don't know. No idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will see you next time. Again, happy Pride Month. An
Good
important
night.
month. This is an important month. People gloss over this, or they talk about the woke companies, trying to get money, blah blah blah. By the way, same people also saying you go woke, you go broke. So pick one. That's all I'm gonna say. But it's important to us. We got a lot of family. We got friends. And we're all allies here. So it's important to us. So happy Pride Month, and it's also just a great time to play some D&D because Will
Always a good
hates
time to play
WotC.
D&D.
I love WotC.
I love D&D. I just like WotC.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Anyway, we're
And
playing it.
D&D predates WotC. So
It does.
Yeah.
Um,
it's inevitable. It's a large corporation now.
It is.
So this
That's
is
what happens with corporations. And I'm pro
Yeah,
corp.
they get-
I even, like I said, even
they
when I
get-
played
they get
Cyberpunk,
greedy.
I picked the corpo as my character.
They get greedy. Like charge you
Gary's face
$70
is
a
hysterical,
book.
by the way, if you're listening to us on podcast. How mad he's getting while I'm saying this.
Yeah. You gonna buy a book for $70 now, Adam?
It depends. I might.
Do you know they cut down the
I paid $70. Oh no, it's $60, not 70. It was 50. Now it's 60. I paid $60 for
Yeah.
the Fallout book.
well, that's a different company. I don't know. That's not WotC.
No, but why? Yeah, so that's okay. And again, you can
No,
get
of course.
the
No,
shit you're gonna get from who's the one who's
How
doing
many
that new
how
thing?
many pages? How many pages is that?
Oh, it's a
That book?
lot. It's it's a quality book and it's a lot of pages. So I'll give you that.
So I'll just
420 something pages.
the new Bigby's book is just under 200, and it's going to be $70.
And I probably won't get that. Although I do like the idea that it has characters and
Just saying.
whatever. So.
And the thing it is like I don't mind a lot of the different things. What I mind is when a company just straight up lies.
What do they lie about? They're a company who wants to make money. I don't think
Because
they've ever
all
made
companies lie because they don't ever tell the truth. It's a matter of it's
my
like
God.
instead of going, you know what, we've got
Their goal is to make as much money as possible. That's the
Exactly.
point of capitalism. God bless the USA.
greed.
Yes, exactly. You get it. Greed. We finally agree.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway. By the way, guys, feel free to cheer, subscribe, because that only gives us a little bit of money, and we're all about greed
There
here
it is.
on Atomic Peanut Butter Presents. Not entirely true, because we're, again, losing money on this, but we do thank you for all of your bits and all of your subscriptions, because that keeps us going. It keeps us on Zoom, and that's about what we pay for with what we get from this. But we do appreciate it. Maybe one day we'll have another show, but right now we have Dragonlance on Fridays. We have Eberron, Moorgrave Mythos on other Fridays. And we're having a lot of fun playing this, and that's really all that matters, which is why we keep doing it, because it's definitely not for the money. So hang out with us here on Fridays. Check us out on twitch.tv/Atomic Peanut Butter Group, YouTube/Atomic Peanut Butter Group. Facebook/Atomic Peanut Butter Group, or more importantly, if you like geek/RPG stuff, Wicked Studios 11, which is Will also has Greyhawk Adventures. Is that the other Facebook page you have? Will?
Oh, sorry, what I was reading.
For fuck's sake, I'm trying to help you out.
What I do?
Greyhawk Adventures, is that your other Facebook page?
Yeah, the Facebook page. If you like Greyhawk Adventures Group on Facebook.
If you don't, no reason to go there.
Well, there's other D&D stuff there, but it is Greyhawk Central.
No reason to go there if you don't like Greyhawk.
I have to remind. No, if you like D&D stuff, you would like it. I have to remind people all the time. They're like, "What's this got to do with Greyhawk?" I've kicked so many people out of that group for being assholes like that.
Everyone says that I'm so mean to the viewers.
And I'm like, "Well, did you read what I have
out.
about the group? Get the fuck out of here."
Fair enough. Check that out too. Check us out on podcast. As long as you're on Spotify, search for Eberron, Moorgrave Mythos, and Atomic Peanut Butter Podcast, or anywhere else you listen to podcasts, including Spotify. Search for Dragonlance Chronicles, and you will find us there. And again, anybody who's at the Cure Show, Madison Square Garden on June 21st, I think it is on a Wednesday, let me know. We'll meet up at the bars, section 2. I'll buy you a drink. And with that, thank you for hanging out with us. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And for Cam Chan, who couldn't bother to be here tonight, Gaz, Michael, and Will.Player. I am Adam saying thank you. I am Adam saying good night. And we will see you next time on Dragonlance. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Adios.